We back. We back. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan. You with Casual Boxing Talk. What's good?
Man, we back, Slim. Man, they charge up a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'll be all ghetto fabulous.
It's all good, fam. It's all good. Yo, man. So where was we at, though? We was talking about Turkey's small ring. No more Tom and Jerry boxing. There will be no more Tom and Jerry boxing from this day forward. If you want a turkey bag, there will be no more Tom and Jerry boxing, and you're fighting in the smallest ring legally possible. If you want that turkey bag.
I suspect, man, that with him wanting to go down to a smaller ring, you don't hooked up with Dana White. Hell, just had the boxing matches in the cage.
Can't do that.
Just do it. Just do that. He want a smaller ring. Just put it in the cage.
I mean, you're not even boxing at that point. Like, if their goal is to turn boxing into MMA, because what y'all just told me, if Dana White has scheduled this thing to not conflict with his UFC event, then you telling me you giving the keys to your car to a nigga who fucking hates you, right? He's gonna sabotage that whip. That car's by he's not gonna try to put on a successful boxing event. The fact he's putting it on at 2:00. You got Terrence Crawford, right? And Canelo Alvarez, right? On Netflix. And you putting that you got a potential money-making machine, fight of the century type shit. Hey, hold on 1 second. Let me make sure this.
Good to go?
Yeah, I'm good. So you got this right here, right? And you putting the fight on at 2:00 on Netflix. Shows me you don't know what the fuck you doing. And you about to fumble another bag, another potential, right? Because you don't even care. And you can't see that Dana White is sabotaging the event by not putting it on at its proper time. He's sabotaging the event.
I don't think Turkey realized, man, on putting on events in America, man. He need to go, when you got a big event, go holler at Don King and find out how you put on big events back in the day. You turn it into a fight week. Man, you had some parties during the week, day parties on Monday, day parties on Tuesday, hanging out, bowling on Wednesday, back to the club on Thursday, another party on Friday. That's how you do the week, right? And then you have it at the wrong time. You got black versus Mexican, right? That's a party at night, man. People want to go to the clubs and see that fight. People want to go out to the bars and see that fight. People want to gather family around, have dinners, have barbecues while they watching the fight with their boys, get the Modelo's out, get the Coronas out, got the good herbs in the air for this fight, got the tacos going. Man, I'm trying to tell you, it's supposed to be a big event at night, not at no 2:00 in the daytime when you're competing against football.
Yeah, so my point is this, like, and Melcar is hitting the nail on the head, man. Like, there's no reason why TKO is trying to repel the I gotta wear my glasses, Joe. Repeal
I'll
the
read it
all
up.
say that
It
again.
says the reason why TKO is trying to repeal the Ali Act, them niggas out here help boxing, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're not here to help boxing.
Yeah, aren't here to help boxing.
They're not here to help boxing. I agree. And like Dana White obviously isn't here to help boxing. Why should he be here to help boxing? Like, you got a dude who is obviously who has no interest in the sport of boxing, right? Didn't want the second highest pay-per-view event of all time to happen at first, right? McGregor Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
This dude don't fuck with boxing, right? He just sees it as a necessary evil. And you're gonna let him promote potentially the biggest fight of this generation? Wow.
I really hope they don't drop the bag on this, man, as far as everything. It's even down to the promotion of the fight, man. I'm hoping big things out of this, man. This should be a huge event.
If you don't want no more Tom and Jerry boxing, right? You got to stop the Tom and Jerry promotions. So
Turkey been giving us.
you criticizing these boxers, right? But you're doing Tom and Jerry promotions, my nigga. Salute
I
the H
just
Money Mob, man.
I gotta disagree, man. Did you see that promotion he did for Baval Better Beef? Almost looked like a movie the way they set that up, man. They need that type of promotion.
Where was it? Where'd they fight at?
When
Where?
Saudi.
Nobody watched. It underperformed. They put in all that money and it lost money like a motherfucker. Totally, it was a total Tom and Jerry promotion, right? Like they don't do shit the right way to catch the boxing fans. They don't. They are not on the boxing time schedule.
I think Turkey don't care as long as he see a good fight. But if he paying for that type of money, he want to see a good fight, man. He
Yeah,
ain't trying to see
yeah,
nobody just running around the ring. I think he could care less, man. If it's sell or not, man. Just at least give me some good action for my money. I'm
yeah.
putting this much
This
money in.
dude thinks. This dude thinks like the member of a royal family, right? Like I just want to see it happen. They do all types of underground shit, right? I want to see a lion fight a gorilla, right? They do shit like that. They got the bread to make that happen, right? So if that's you can't go into boxing with that mentality though.
I want to respond to Melcar. He said a good trailer isn't good promotion. World tours are good promoting. I'll say this. At least they put on some trailers. Hell, you don't see nobody else doing that. You don't see Top Rank do that. You don't see Magic do that. You don't see none of them do that.
Y'all missing the
So
point. I'm not saying they're doing everything wrong, right? I'm saying the promotion as a whole is some Tom and Jerry shit, right? Like, how do you have a potential trilogy, right? With Bivol and Better Biev, which could go down as boxing classics, which it is inside the ring, right? But the fact that you got these great trailers, right? But nobody's really seeing the fight. They're catching it later, right? That's what's happening. And it's they're not grabbing casuals, is what I should say. They're not grabbing casuals, and they're not appealing to the time that casuals are used to dropping in a check on boxing. They fight at weird times to the casuals, right? See, the hardcore fan is like, damn, they fighting here, it's fucked up, but I love boxing so much, I'm gonna catch it, right? But they're doing Tom and Jerry shit. But like you said, they don't care. And right now, like I say, I'm calling Turkey ignorant, but not in a disrespectful way, right? He is ignorant. We're all ignorant on certain topics in this world, right? He's very ignorant on how to promote boxing. And the fact that he got Dana White running that shit now, running the Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford fight is ignorant. I'm gonna just keep it real. The fact that they fighting at 2:00 is ignorant, right? You're not taking advantage of the Netflix connection. You could blow that shit up. He
well, I want
better
to go
off
back.
he better off burying the hatchet with Jake Paul and doing business with him. Because at least Jake Paul know how to promote a boxing match. I'm gonna give him that. Jake Paul know how to promote a boxing match.
Well, I want to go back to Turkey's list where he had a list of names. You know, one of the names I did recognize was the young Abdullah Mason. Shout out to the young Abdullah Mason. Put on a hell of a performance down there in Norfolk. Um, one of his ring ambassadors. But we had talked about it before the live hit went out, man. We got a list of names that, man, some American fighters that American fans want to see over here, man. And some names that we dropped earlier. I don't know if you want to run that because we know them now. We can drop
Now,
them real
now,
easy.
let's run it, right? Because I'd like to go back over that. Because like what H Money's saying, no more running in boxing. Thank God. That's a great rule, right? I disagree with the no running rule, H Money, but I'm gonna tell you what I do agree with. I agree with using strategy, right? Thinking like a matchmaker. Okay, so if I don't want no running, I'm not going to change the rules, right? Because boxing is boxing, right? I'm gonna do shit like what's the smallest ring I could have, right? Let's force these niggas to engage. Let's make it hard to run. Because the whole no running rule is subjective. Because footwork and being elusive is a part of boxing. Like it just is. And you can't just take that out of the game or you change your shit to slap fest, right? So I agree with Turkey's doing instead of the no running rule, right? Have a tight ring and say, okay, I'm giving the biggest bag in boxing if you already not a celebrity, right? So if you want the biggest bag in boxing, if you ain't Tank Davis, right? You gonna have to fight in this small ass motherfucking ring. And I like that. I like that. And there are a few more things they could do. But to say the no running rule, that's subjective. You can get it, and let's not act like you can't get no corrupt ref or some corrupt judges to be like, I was just implementing the no running rule. That's why I robbed them. You know, you're just giving them another way to rob fighters. Like,
I
leave
gotta
that shit alone. Boxing has already got too much gray area to deal with.
say from Turkey point of view, man, and all the money he putting in, man, that was an embarrassment for what happened in times.
Hey, yo, Melcar said you freezing up, right? So okay, so I want to address what Melcar's saying too, right? He's saying small rings force fighters to be slick. That's right. That's right. But slick in a good way. Slick like Floyd. Slick like Sweet Pea. You know what I'm saying? Not jump back slick, right? Controlling distance. Staying in front of a nigga and still controlling distance, right? Weaving, blocking, slipping, right? Yeah, yeah. That type of slick. That's good boxing too. But they mad at is like the footwork part of it, the float like a butterfly part of it. That's what's frustrating to the casuals, like Turkey. Turkey's a casual, and I get it. So, yep. And I wanna holler at Anthony Perez. He's saying, yep, and he's addressing the small ring. Zepeda going to KO Shakur now for sure. I don't know if he can't KO him. Shakur is slick. Shakur can engage, right? But with the small ring, you forcing him to. And I like that. But Shakur can still control the distance. Zepeda can come and try to overwhelm him and volume punch him all he wants. He's just gonna set himself up for counters.
I got
Counters
I
and
got
check.
Shakur. I got Shakur stopping him in the ninth or 10th round with a body shot.
You got Shakur stopping him, huh?
Stopping. I got Shakur stopping Cepeda.
I got cool by split decision. I got the small ring allowing Zepeda to look good while losing.
Looking like the Matrix, young. They're gonna be like, damn, I didn't realize how elusive Shakur is. This actually is gonna help Shakur. Remember, I said this gonna help Shakur having this small ring, man. They're gonna see how elusive he is and what a defensive menace he is, man. That all jokes aside, we joke about that De Los Santos fight and him running. He did run in that fight. About 2 times in that fight he did run. But other than that, man, he is very elusive. He has great defense. You can't hit him. Great counters, good ring IQ.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen with the small ring. I agree with everything you just said, right? But what I said was this: I said it's gonna make Zepeda look good. And just think, De La Hoya Mayweather, right? Floyd did everything you just said, but you still got people to this day that say Floyd lost that fight. And the only reason they saying that is because De La Hoya was volume punching, right? Floyd was catching, weaving, rolling, all like that. But De La Hoya was so you got people in their mind. I'm talking casuals. This casual boxing talk, man. Right? So casuals gonna watch volume punching and be like, he fucking them up. So it's gonna make him look good to casuals, right? Even though people that really know how to watch boxing say he didn't land none of that shit. But I
That's
still
my
argue
point.
with people today who think De La Hoya beat Floyd Mayweather.
That's just my point right there. I got this video with Key where he's literally in the corner getting thrown with like 50 punches, man, and he bobbing every last one of them, man. So he has very, very good defense, man. Like I said, all jokes aside, us joking about him with that De Los Santos joint, but other than that, man, he got real good defense, man. So that whole turkey rule, I don't think that has to apply to Shakur. If anything, man, I think it's going to even help him make him look even better, man. As
No,
funny as that sound,
but,
against William Cepeda, it's gonna make him look better.
no, I agree with all that, right? But I'm just telling you, the volume puncher is going to look like he's doing stuff he ain't doing in that small
Until they
ring.
slow it down. Until they slow it down, like I put that video of Shakur out that
William
I
Cepeda
made
don't
for him.
slow down. William Cepeda don't slow. That's what he's known for.
No. I said when you slow the video down, you're gonna see he's
Oh,
not when
people not
you're gonna
watching the
see Shakur.
video. People not watching the
Huh?
video in real time. They're not watching the video
That's
in real time. So
and that's why I put out these short video clips, man, and slow that shit down to show the people.
I'm just saying.
That's what I do. That's
I'm
what
just
I
saying
do.
the small ring. So in that, if you look at it in that sense, right, the small ring actually serves its purpose in two ways now, right? It's forcing engagement and it helps volume punches look good, which cuts out boredom, right? If you got a volume puncher looking good, that means the fight's not boring.
Hey, man, who you think licking their chops, man, when they heard this news?
I told you, like it plays, but Tank ain't fucking with Turkey. That plays great in the Tank's hands. It plays great into Keyshawn Davis's hands. Like, it's a lot of
Brian
Abdullah
Norman
Mason.
Jr. hands.
Yep, Abdullah Mason, same thing. Like it plays right into his hands. Like that's cool. Like who else you say? I didn't hear you. Who else did you say?
Camille Moten.
Yep, Camille Moten. Yep, Canelo, Anthony Perez, Canelo Alvarez. That play right. Yo, that changes the Terrence Crawford fight. That makes the fight more dangerous for both.
I got Canelo.
That fight, it makes it more dangerous for
Even
both.
though I'm rooting for Crawford to win, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough, man, with a smaller ring, man. He gonna be tearing Crawford body up.
Yo, you don't think Crawford got what it take to catch and shoot with that dude, man? You don't think Crawford could win the game and catch and shoot with Canelo? I think he could.
I don't know. They both up there in age, man. They acting like this a young Crawford too, man. He 38, 36, right? 36 or 38. One of them.
Yo, Melcar saying hi for both, right? Okay, so like you, Melcar is saying, it helps a slick fighter. Crawford is a brawler who can fight slick, right? With a high IQ, like he's ambidextrous. So if you're forcing Crawford to go into his bag in that small ring, that's very dangerous for Canelo. It's like when somebody's scared or when they back against the wall, right? And you're talking about somebody elite talent and you're putting their back against the wall. You're making them a dangerous opponent now. So that could very well backfire on Canelo, just like it could play into his hands. It depends on how it affects Crawford, though. Because I think Crawford has what it takes to adapt and win a game and catch and shoot. And I think he has superior footwork, right? And then even though Canelo might catch him, I don't think Canelo's going to catch him clean enough to like rock him. I don't think he will. Because I think Crawford's going to have to be the slickest he's ever been in that small ring. Yes, so I think it actually makes Bud more dangerous.
Um, 4.4.
He said they offered. He said they really
Find
offered
out.
260. He said they really offered 260, and his manager told him it was for 50. He said he had known what they really offered, he would have did the fight, right? And I'm gonna tell you how this dirtball manager like actually ended up helping Keyshawn Davis. I'm gonna pin that, right? But to go on that, when you said I use that as an example, right? If when you earlier said Devin Haney and Canelo Alvarez got overpaid by DAZN, right? And I was like, how could they get overpaid when niggas is in the game doing shit like De Los Santos' manager did to him, right? You get what you can negotiate. How could they be overpaid when George Kambosos Sr. told Richardson Hitchens that your manager is fucking retarded and he allowed me to get more of your front end and back end than you, right? Yo, how did they get overpaid, right? When there would be no DAZN, because they would have no boxing credibility if they didn't sign Canelo Alvarez and Devin Haney, right? That's a side note. That's all I'm saying. That's a side note. Salute to
I blame the
GXTV.
fighter though, but I gotta blame the fighter on that, man. You
Nah,
better be
salute
in
to
the room.
GXTV, man. So I'm
You
saying,
better be
right?
like Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn Davis be in the room, because apparently, man, if you was in the room when Bob gave him the offer, you would have took the fight. But you relied on your manager with his lies. Basically, what he was gonna do is take the rest of the money and pocket it.
Yeah, but that's not the point though, right? Even though they should do that, but that's not the point, right? So
That is for me. That is for me with the young fighters. Go in the room.
yeah,
Go in
but
the room.
it's off topic though.
How's that off topic?
You don't even know what the topic is. I bet.
We were talking about De Los Santos and why he should have been in the room. He would have
No, we
took
what?
that money. That's the
We
topic we
wasn't
on
talking
right
about
now.
why.
We're talking
We
about
wasn't
De
talking
Los
about why he
Santos.
should be in the room, my nigga.
That's what we on. That's what we
No,
talking about. I
that was
said
just
why
an
De Los
example.
Santos should have took that, should have been in the room. He would have heard that offer Bob did. He would have took that money. Instead, he just sent this boy Samson in the room, and then found out later what the offer was. Bob was like, "God damn, you turned that." He like, "What the hell? What you mean I turned down 450,000? I didn't turn that down. I turned 50,000 down." Well, hell, I told your manager. He went back to management like, "Fuck y'all. I'm done. I'm done with y'all."
All right, we'll stay on that. We can stay on that. All right, so if De La Santos, he did the right thing by firing dude, right? He should have. Salute to your favorite barber, right? So, but that's my point though, right? So you got like all these scumbags in the game taking advantage of fighters, right? And you got dudes like Turkey pulling up. And like I think Turkey is actually, people hate on him. I think he's giving opportunities to boxers to get money. And so I like when he said, I want to work with the next generation of fighters. And he put Abdullah Mason on that list. And he's saying, like, he's looking to the future. And that's how rich people think. That's how billionaires think. They're like, I'm just looking toward like the next generation, right? And that's why you got to do it. So, all right, y'all young niggas trying to make money, right? I'm sick of Mickey Mouse boxing, right? I'm sick of Tom and Jerry boxing. Y'all want to come get this bag? It's gonna be in this tiny ass ring, and I want to be entertained. I like watching fights, right? And we were saying we were going to name a list of what fighters that he should put on there, and he already put Abdullah Mason on there, right? And we also said the obvious: Tank Davis and Keyshawn Davis play right into that small ring, exciting philosophy. So you need to holler at Tank, right? Right? And then we were also talking about Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford, right? Right? Where we was using the example of De Los Santos, right?
If we talking about Turkey in this small ring, right? I'm gonna tell you what the design of the ring gonna look like. It's gonna look like a UFC cage minus the cage. Imagine a ring small like that in an octagon style. It's gonna look just like that minus the cage, man. That's your small ring. That's the new TKO style, in my opinion.
It's gonna be a square circle. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be more of a square.
Shit, it's gonna be an octagon, just like the UFC.
Why would they do
They
an
gonna follow you because they want to be different. They ain't trying to be like regular boxing. You already heard the man just say, "Man, I ain't trying to see this regular boxing. I want to, I want to see a spectacle."
Now, I think the nigga just need to go ahead and rock with you know what I'm saying, the young fighters coming up. Like we say, all right, holler at Scooter Davis. He hollering at the wrong fighters. He need to holler at Scooter Davis, right? Like he already signed Keyshawn. He need to not worry about Keyshawn crashing out. It is what it is.
Where you think he got them names from? He got them from Eddie, man. Them overseas fighters that Eddie put in his ear, like, man, shit, he trying to get some money in his fighters' pockets. If you look at that list,
Yeah, he getting taken advantage of, right? If you got Dana
Pretty
White
much.
running, if you got Dana White running the Canelo Bud Crawford promotion, you got Eddie handing you a bunch of no-name bums, right? The only name you got on there is Abdullah Mason. When there's other names out here that you could rock, if you want rocking, you need to offer Cromel Moten a bag, right? It's a bunch of fighters you need to holler at, right? And like, and they'll fit your criteria. You can promote these young fighters because the older fighters just gonna keep doing. The older fighters robbed them. They robbed you, bro, and that's what they're gonna do because they used to doing business the old way. So you on to something, but you gotta holler at the youngest right now. Pay these youngest, but then give them performance-based incentives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he trying. You don't think he trying? You don't think he trying,
Instead of
Slim?
giving Ryan Garcia,
11 million for Teofimo Lopez, and he turned it down.
$20 million to fight Rolly Ramiro, right? 2 tank rejects, right? You get Abdullah Mason, right? You put him, you start featuring him, right? Because he's entertaining, he's exciting, and you tell him, I'll add an extra $1 million for every knockout you get. Right?
But see,
Little
like you said,
incentives like that. And you save money, build a young fighter, and solidify your future. He should actually be hollering at Top Rank instead of Eddie Hearn mostly, right? And be like, yo, I like the way y'all build fighters. You know, he should be working with like that.
Man. You got to understand, man. Turkey was looking for the names, man, and the names disappointed him. He looked for the influence, the big names that's on social media, the Instagrams, the TikToks, like the Ryans and the Devons of the world, man. They disappointed him, man. So now he got to look for some real fighters, man, that can fight, man, that at least got halfway of a name. But right now, when he first came in the door, like Eddie, man, he was looking for some names. I can't blame him, man.
Give me some
They
fighters.
took advantage. They robbed the plug.
I just said it. Yeah, they rob. That generation is gonna rob you. But it's the old way. Who are the young guns he need to holler at? Right? He said Abdullah Mason. He already signed Keyshawn Davis, right? So who else he need to holler at? I'm saying like Scooter Davis, Tank Youngin, right? You saying Twan, Gary Antoine Russell, holler at that man. Brian Norman Jr., you need to holler at that man, right? If you want exciting fighters, take that Eddie Hearn list and throw that shit in the trash, right? Come over here to the States and holler at these real youngins, right? Holler at the Vargas boys, right? The one that's nice, right? Holler at them niggas. Take that Eddie Hearn list, throw that shit in the trash, right? And start sharing that bag with these young fighters over here. Right? Because Devin gonna use your money to go buy a grill and run around the ring. The sickest grill in boxing history, by the way. Just a side note. The sickest grill in boxing history. That's what's gonna happen.
Man, if I'm Turkey, it's take it or leave it time. You take my money. If not, I'm moving on. I'm not coming back to UTO. You turned down 11 million. That's cool, Slim. Go see where you come anywhere near close to the type of money I just offered you. I don't need you. Like you said, I'm moving on. I'm about to build this young Abdullah Mason. Brian Norman go over to Japan and knock out Jasaki in tremendous fashion. You best believe he's gonna become a ring announcer. That's another one that he got on the list, coming straight out of Decatur, Georgia.
Hold on, he got Brian Norman Jr. on that list.
Who?
You said
I said he will be on that list if he go over to Japan and knock out Jen Sasaki in tremendous fashion. He gonna be on Turkey's radar.
Yo, look at salute to Tony. You see what he's saying? Emilio Vargas, Cromel Moten, Torres Jr. Some name. Holler at these youngins, man. Give these youngins a bag, but give them performance-based incentives so they don't get lazy, right? It's always an extra $1 million for a knockout. Let them know. You knock a nigga out, you get paid. These are young niggas. They gonna go for that extra $1 million.
But here's the thing: you got to put them on a Canelo card. If you want to showcase these young fighters, put them on a Canelo card. This is your chance right now. You get the Abdullah Mason on the Terrence Crawford card. You get the Vargas brothers on that card. The Emilio Vargas. You get who's another good young fighter out there right now?
Hey so check this out, man.
Shoot. Huh?
You're right. So the thing is, right? Why ain't they doing that? Because you doing business with Dana White, right? And Eddie Hearn, who at this point is down to scam you too. It seemed to me like Eddie Hearn is like, damn, man, everybody else scamming this nigga, let me get on it, right? Let me get a bunch of these no-name fighters from across the pond. Tell Turkey, give all these niggas a bag. We got everybody else we just named over here in the States. We're going to act like these niggas don't exist. Eddie Hearn know good and goddamn well. Like, Turkey should be fucking with everybody in this chat more than Eddie Hearn right now. If those are the names Eddie Hearn gave him, man.
Jerry Garcia said, we want to see Abdullah Kamel. That's a fight that you ain't going to see no time soon. First of all, Kamel is not at the same level as Abdullah Mason right now. And I'm not talking skill-wise. I'm just talking about as far as status and name recognition right now.
So, yo, your favorite barber, salute. He think Turkey's a dictator. Yeah, that tweet was crazy. Yo, Clifton Dennis, salute. He said, who these young niggas fighting to get the bag, right? But that's the point. They not getting offered the bag, right? Fight. They young niggas. They'll take the right bag, right? Especially the older niggas just robbed them. They scammed them in one night. In one night, how much? Ryan, Devin, and T.O. That shit was like Ocean's 11 in that motherfucker, man. They got that motherfucker. Like, so you and now he's saying, fuck them. They robbed me. I want to mess with the new generation, right? And then he comes out with this list, right? The only cool name I saw on there was Abdullah Mason. So I'm like, okay, so if you want to give all these young fighters the bag, and this is the list you got, who gave you this list?
Did anybody in the chat know anybody else on that list? This will be a good telling point right here for Turkey. Does anybody else know who else Turkey had on that list? I was just wondering if the chat.
Exactly. But look at Jerry Garcia. He's saying Abdullah Schofield. That's a good fight. Abdullah Kramel. That's a good fight. Right? But see, these are names that actually would benefit from getting put on the spotlight because they already got a buzz.
Clifton Dennis, that's the point. That's what I'm saying. He said read off the list. You got the list?
Shoot, I had it, man. I got to click away from the phone to go get it. I ain't doing that shit.
Oh, damn, ain't nobody seen the list. Oh, damn, so I guess we do need to read the names then. Damn.
All right, let me grab my laptop. Hold on. Let me grab my laptop. I'll read this motherfucking list.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bunch of young fighters that can get that bag, bro. That deserve that bag. Keep it real.
Yeah, I'm glad you pulling this up, man. I thought everybody had saw the list.
Oh, I got to charge this joint.
Say, Turkey still mad at Schofield.
Yeah, Schofield robbed him, man. And then check it. That's why Floyd Schofield got in the hospital bed, right? Because it's sickness, so you can't withhold his purse now. You can't take his money because he got sick.
Yo, you looking wild on the street walking around. Oh, man. Hey, man, I seen that picture, tweet and delete from Tank with him and Coach Calvin. Are they back? Are they back?
I don't know, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Hope so, man. Hope so. Definitely want to see Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny back with Tank, man. So y'all Tank fans won't have no excuse this time when Lamont whoop his ass again. That's all I want. I really want Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, man. So y'all ain't got no more excuses, man. Tired of it, man.
So yo, if they back,
hey Jerry, how you know they back for sure?
They got it. Yo, they gotta be back, man. They got too much buzz in the air about it.
You know you got the Junior Olympics going on right now.
Say what?
JO's for boxing out in Vegas right now. I gotta check Coach Calvin timeline, see if he out there in Vegas with the youngins. the JOs this weekend out in Vegas.
Okay.
I know a lot of young. All the best. We got two youngins in that area, man.
Hey yo, I'm gonna let this laptop warm up, and then I'm gonna hit that list because I want to talk about that list. Cause I really think that's a good topic. Who are the young gunners that turkey tossing out the turkey bag for the future? Who should he really be fucking with?
And you know, a
No
good
Eddie Hearn
topic
list
of
like that.
discussion. You know what was a good topic of discussion? Um, Going back to same day weigh-ins, man. Maybe it'll stop this weight bullying that you're seeing in boxing right now. These youngins taking every ounce of water out their bodies, man, just to have a physical advantage and wind up really not even having a physical advantage because they so motherfucking drained and exhausted, man, that once they get a little bit of nourishments back in the body, they still not at full strength, man. So that's something that you see really, man, that's prevalent in boxing right now, more today than ever, is the zombie apocalypse. I like the word you came up with, zombie apocalypse in boxing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You
exactly
see
what we're
Africa
seeing.
on the scales, like I say, looking like Michael Blackston on The Walking Dead. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous, man. It's getting ridiculous. Fight at your right weight, man.
But yo, I think Turkey on to something. I like to see him invest in the future of boxing, right? Instead of watching him get robbed like this. For real. I think I really wanted to watch this. I hope somebody who actually cares about boxing convinces him, man, because they gonna keep robbing you, bro. You around a bunch of motherfuckers who robbing you, bro. You a soft plug that pulled up, and niggas just keep robbing you. You gotta holler at the right niggas in your city, right, to make sure that you safe enough to do business. Like they just gonna keep robbing you, bro. Like that list is horrible. Boxing at the 2 o'clock is horrible idea. It's a bunch of horrible shit they doing, but you got the right idea. You headed in the right direction. You just fucking with the wrong people, bro.
Clifton Dennis says it's a sweet spot you have to find on that scale to know your best fitting weight class. Basically, you need to fight 10 pounds within your walking around weight, man. 10 pounds within your walking around weight, man. 15 at the most. God, dog, these mugs be going from 185 to 130. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Gotta have them snacks, man. Need them snacks, man.
Brian Norman Singh talking about De Los Santos because he was talking about the time when De Los Santos inspired Junior. He's like, man, you was around 180 when you sparred B. He said, man, De Los Santos get big, man. So again, man, they all that to say, fight at your right weight, man. I'm quite sure Keyshawn knew De Los Santos had some pop. He had just fought on Valentine's Day, February 14th, so he was still already down at the weight, man. He just ain't want. He did not want that absorb those punches from De Los Santos at a drain weight, man. That's I have to believe that, man. Him and Shakur tight. Shakur probably told him he cracked like a mug. He had no intentions of not making that weight, man. He had no intentions of not making that weight. And again, I have to blame his team for that. I blame Bomac for that. His management. I blame him. You knew this. He wasn't.
Yeah,
He wasn't
yeah.
trying to make the weight. He wasn't
It
trying to
is what
make
it
it.
is. Yo, y'all niggas gonna see my nigga Crash Out Key come back, take 140 by storm. All them niggas at 140 in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Who
Young
was
and the
first
Beast.
fight at 140? Who your first fight back at 140? Give me the
I'm
name
gonna
at
tell you, I'm gonna tell you
140.
something
First
right
fight.
now. This right here, this whole incident just helped him out. Because apparently, Youngin had lost focus. He was on course to get knocked the fuck out. So the fact that this happened is forcing him. You either gonna get back focused or say goodbye to your boxing career. They're gonna treat you like you Teofimo Lopez, right? And don't think Top Rank won't do that. Don't think they won't do that, right? You got to come back and be spectacular, or they're gonna treat you like you Teofimo Lopez.
He's gonna have to do all this on his own, man. This is a situation literally where he has to grab his own nuts and get himself out. You're not getting your help from the city, AI, Mike Vick, because they can't right now.
You know
They
what?
got to stay away.
In that case, it's fuck everybody, right? So you don't need them niggas. You a fighter, right? And right now, this shit right here is only served to make you infamous. It's no such thing as bad publicity, right? Nobody died. Nobody got hurt, right? It was you. The dude that happened with is a real one. He like, man, ain't nothing happened. Matter of fact, I forgive you for something that never happened, right? That's how real that nigga is. So,
oh, you talking about Albright?
Yeah, that's how real that nigga is. I forgive you for the incident that never happened, right? So I'm good with that, right? So it's a lot of hands that went into that. So Youngin gonna bounce back, and after he's refocused, all he gotta do is beat niggas up. That's what he do. So if he's focused and back to beating niggas up, just like I told you a few shows ago, and it may even be less than 5. It may be 2 to 3 years now. But
Remember,
the names you're going to keep hearing ringing out is going to be Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah Mason, not Shakur Stevenson.
Remember, as you're making your comeback into the world of boxing to fight again, you have a lot of outside elements that you are dealing with, so it's going to make it that much more difficult. You're probably going to have a financial situation you're dealing with. Everybody wants their money behind the debacle and the mess that they put up the money for. You got to deal with that. You don't have a belt. You're probably going to be lowballed in your next upcoming event. A lot of that money is going to be gone before you even spend it. So it's a lot he really has to think about moving forward with his life and career. So the next move got to be his best move. And the first step is to get a better team around you. Get a better team around you, or tighten up the team, or tight. Let me finish.
No, you said better team.
Tighten up a team.
You still talking about Keyshawn Davis?
Yeah.
All right, finish that bullshit. Go ahead and finish that bullshit. Let me finish hearing this bullshit. I got to hear this.
I don't think it's bullshit, man. Just being honest on the young man, man. Get a team. Either tighten up the team around you, or get a different team, man. Because they let you down. You lost a big ass bag.
Hey, give me a better team.
You fumbled. Huh?
Give me a better team than the team Keyshawn Davis has right now.
I would really have to think about it, man. I really have to think about that.
So you telling me he needs a better team than Terrence Crawford, Bomac, Shakur Stevenson? He needs a better team than that?
Damn. Then your team let you down, Slim. I'm just being honest. His team let him down. They knew that man wasn't coming in. I'm not saying nobody else but Bomac. Bomac knew he was not coming in at that weight, man. He just fought on February the 14th, man. A couple of months ago. He had no intentions of making the weight.
Okay, so I feel what you said is so ridiculous, it needs no rebuttal. That right there defends itself. What you just said, it's like it deserves no rebuttal. It's so ridiculous, so absurd. And you can't even name a better team than what I just asked you. You couldn't give me a team that he could run with because it's going to sound even more ridiculous, right? You just said Keyshawn Davis needs a better team than Bomac and Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward and Shakur Stevenson with Floyd Mayweather floats through there from time to time. He need a better team than that? What team? Give me the team that's better than that.
Even Jay Prince said, man, he need a better management. Hey, I'm just saying what Jay Prince said.
No,
I'm just saying.
No. Now you saying manager. Before you said team.
Management is part of the team.
No, that's specific. You got to be specific because the team is a lot of
Now
like
you moving the
thorough
goalpost.
motherfuckers on that team.
Don't
There's
move
a
the
lot of
goalpost.
thorough motherfuckers on that squad. That matter of fact, that squad is deep. It's a lot of thorough That whole squad is deep. Nigga,
The whole squad let them
that's
down.
the
And the whole
fucking
squad
Kevin
let them down.
Durant
They let
Golden
them
State
down.
Warriors of boxing. That's the
Hey,
fucking KD Golden State Warriors of boxing, nigga. Fuck you
they
mean
let
they
them
get a
down.
better team? That's ridiculous. How you
Hell, so you mean his
what
team
you
ain't tell him?
Bomac, my nigga.
His team ain't tell him. His teammate tell him, "Hey man, this ain't a good look, man. You out here on national TV, munching down popcorn like just chilling and all this and that. Nah, man, you didn't. They didn't prep you, man. Yes, better team. Need a better team.
That needs no rebuttal. Like what I just
know.
said. Like I think, yeah. Name me a better team. Give me a better team. Back it up.
I got to sit down and think about it. I can't do it off the fly for Key right now. I got to think about it, man. Who I think would be a good
This
good
young
fit.
nigga is rolling with the KD Golden State Warriors of boxing, bruh.
How that's working out for him?
Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Bomac, Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather associating coming through from time to time. That squad deep, nigga. And Keyshawn Davis. Nigga, that squad deep. Fuck
How
you
did it
talking
work
about
out
he
for
need a
him?
better team.
How did
Like,
it
make
work
that
out for
make
him?
sense.
Then his OGs let him down, man. They gave him no good advice. No good advice. Especially, man, knowing he was headlining again in his hometown, defending the title. I'm very disappointed in his team, man. They let that young black man down, man. One black man let another black man down, man. I'm disappointed, man.
You gotta explain that, man. Like you gotta explain it.
Like you said, sometimes it ain't no explanation needed. They let him down.
And sometimes niggas just be saying shit. Like that, yo, so that was a debacle, true, but it got cleaned up. Nobody went to jail. Nobody's career got ended, right? Nobody went to the hospital, right? I mean, it was a mess, yeah, but it got cleaned up. Nobody's career is over. Keyshawn Davis is coming right the fuck back. So,
He gonna be a headline.
it's real
Next fight,
popular.
he a head.
Yo,
The
I
very next
find
fight
that
will he
ironic, right?
headline?
I find
Will
that
he
ironic,
headline this
right?
next fight?
I find it ironic that you just tried to play the racial victim card, right? Like black man can't work with, but in actuality, the opposite happened. Like you wanted to be one way, but it was the other way. Salute to Marlo Stansfield, right? So it's the other way. That was actually black enterprise working together to keep that brother out of jail and keep his career from going down the toilet, right? That's what really happened, right? And so the irony of what you just said is an example of one black man throwing shit on another black man, kicking him when he down. Because right now it's real popular to jump on Keyshawn Davis, right? It's real popular to talk shit about Keyshawn Davis, right? It's so easy to do. And now that's the irony of what just happened, right? You tried to say it was that way, but you doing that shit. You kicking the black man when he down, right? Like right now, right? Everybody saying we don't rally behind our own, right? When our own Youngin said he had a mental illness, right? And what happened? Niggas rallied behind him. Ain't nobody really dogging Keyshawn Davis out there like that, except a few niggas, right? And a bunch of non-blacks, right? But ain't nobody like mostly like most of the niggas I know is like that's still my man's though. That's still my man's though. Like most of the niggas I know, like everybody who been shouting out Keyshawn Davis that's black to me, like the niggas who was first telling me about him out in DC, right? It's still my man's though, right? Yeah, he fucked up a bag, but that don't mean I'm gonna turn my back on him though. That's still my man's.
I never said that. I'm just giving.
No,
I'm
no,
just
you
giving
shit
hard.
on him.
I'm just no.
You
Let me
shit on
finish,
him.
man. I'm just giving criticism of the team. I'm
No,
not
no,
shitting on him.
you ran the whole black card. You ran the black card, bruh.
He has a black team. I'm gonna talk about the black team.
That
Shit.
was spectacular what they did. They cleaned up that mess. Shit don't always
Yeah,
go as planned. Shit don't always go as planned.
man, that he wasn't gonna make the
Sometimes
weight, man. They was
catastrophes happen.
banking. They was banking on him taking that money, man.
Name me a fighter that never
And
made.
De Los
Name
Santos
me a
would have
fighter
known
that
his
didn't
team.
miss weight.
De Los Santos would have took the
Name me a
money
fight.
if
De
he
Los
knew his team.
Santos missed weight. Name me a fighter that didn't miss weight, right? Now all of a sudden he got to change his team. Like, name me a fighter that didn't miss weight. They all missed weight. Floyd
No, he didn't
Mayweather
try
missed
to
weight.
make the weight. That's the difference. He didn't try to
Manny
make the weight.
Pacquiao
Slim.
missed weight.
Don't matter about that part. He
Shakur
didn't
missed weight.
try. That's the part.
Shakur,
That's the part you're
Tank
not
Davis missed
understanding.
weight,
He didn't
right?
try. He
They
tried a
all missed
debacle. He
weight,
tried
bro.
a debacle plan that didn't work out. He tried a
Nobody
plan that
said
didn't work
blow it
out.
up because niggas can't work together. Where did that come from? Right? All these fighters missed weight. It's a part of the game. Shit happens.
I'm hoping Bo Mac gave him better advice and he just didn't listen. I
It's
just hope
real
that.
convenient
I hope Bo Mac
to
gave him
shit
great
on
advice and he
Keyshawn
just
Davis
didn't
right
listen.
now, right? It's real convenient to throw shade on his team right now, right? It's real fucking convenient, right? But in actuality, it's the sickest, deepest team in boxing, right?
It ain't no iron team.
They are
It
the
ain't no iron
KC
team.
Golden State Warriors of boxing, right? They squad deep, nigga. Fuck you, you gotta blow that team up. Get out of here, man. You talking crazy. That's crazy talk.
Team let him down, man. Team let him down. I'm not gonna come off of that. Team let him down.
Listen, Keyshawn a grown ass man, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Like Clifton.
I get all of that. Get all of that. Still.
How you know the nigga just didn't listen? Right? What if that's the
How
case?
I know? How I know?
To me,
How I
it's
know?
more likely they gave him the best advice in the world and he didn't listen to it. I feel that's a more plausible scenario.
Then I need to. Okay, then I understand. That's all great.
And we could have left the black card out of it.
I would love for Bo
Need to
Mac.
come up. The black card didn't even need to come up, right?
Let me know when you finish.
I'm just saying, right? What we saw actually was like black crisis control, right? An all-black team on crisis control, right? The police are involved. They in a hood-ass city, right? Niggas is gathered outside like an angry mob. It's an angry pack of niggas outside waiting to start shit and shoot up the Scope Center, right? Right? Our star has a mental disorder and just went off the rails and then crashed out on a nigga, right? Right? That was brilliant crisis control. Yo, that was like the wolf out of Pulp Fiction. Like, wow, this is a major fuck up. We gotta call the wolf, right? Enter Bo Mac as the wolf, right? Yo, Terrence Crawford, we gotta go holler at this nigga Albright real quick, right? They holler at Albright. He a real one. No charges getting filed, right? Somebody holler at the cops.
Talk to Slim.
Somebody holler at the cops, right? Somebody holler at the cops.
Let me know you
Somebody hollered at the cops. The police agreed, right? It's an angry pack of niggas outside. We ain't gonna lock up Keyshawn Davis. Matter of fact, we gonna escort this young nigga this way, and the dude he assaulted this way, right? They going this way, right? Go that way, right? So Bo Mac got in there. Him and Terrence Crawford cleaned up that catastrophe, right? Kept the worst possible thing from happening, right? Saved the young man's career in the process by securing their future. All in one night.
That's a hell of a story.
And you brought up the black card.
That's a hell of a story.
And you brought up the black card, right?
Let me tell you.
But if Bo Mac was a white boy,
you just heard the dramatic version of the story.
He would have got all types of credit, right? For being this brilliant statesman, this craftsman, right? He's so good with people, right? But no, Bo Mac, the brother, get shitted on by another brother. You know what I'm saying? Bo Mac, the brother, dude who did a damn good job, by the way, is getting shit on by another brother who just wants to jump on and like kick the black man when he down, right? And they mad at the nigga who kept y'all from kicking him when he's down. Y'all wanted Keyshawn Davis out of there, didn't you? Y'all niggas wanted Keyshawn Davis out of there.
Now y'all just heard some of the most
alive, nigga. He's still alive.
Now, let me tell you.
He's still walking these streets.
Damn,
nigga. He outside, nigga. Keyshawn Davis outside, nigga. Y'all wanted him in jail. Y'all niggas wanted him to go to jail so bad, didn't you? Y'all wanted Keyshawn to go to jail so bad, didn't you? Y'all want his career to be over so bad, don't you? Right? Y'all want him to go into debt, right? And to have to fight just to pay niggas back, right? Yeah,
I think they trying to hear me talk, Slim.
It ain't gonna work.
They trying to hear me talk.
It ain't gonna work.
I think they trying to hear me
talk. Keyshawn got a mob of real niggas that still support him, bruh. It's a gang of them same niggas that was outside the Scope Center ready to shoot it up. They all behind Keyshawn Davis right now, man. They don't give a fuck what y'all niggas got to say. They don't give a fuck what them white people got talking about, right? They don't give a fuck what them folks talking about, man. Like, come on, man. Don't
Is
shit
you
on
done?
the squad, nigga.
Is you done? Because it ain't going to take me but 1 minute to close all that down, man. God damn.
What's up? Break it down. Break it down. Yeah. Y'all wanted his career over.
Slim.
Y'all want his whole career to end.
All
But it
that he
ain't.
talking over there is so far left dramatic, it don't make no sense, man. Let me tell you what happened on that night, man. Key wasn't getting locked up, none of that joint, man. They just overhyped that joint up. What happened? Crawford and Terrence Crawford and Bo Mac went back there to go holler at Youngin. Youngin told him, man, we all good, man. Peace and love, I forgive him, man. He even put out a post, man. I forgive him, man. We already know the brother about peace and love, man. Keyshawn and them was good, man. So by the time Terrence Crawford and Bo Mac went back there, man, they was like, man, what you come back here for, man? Everything all good, all love. I forgive him. Peace and love. And he moving on with his life. Man, that shit is way too dramatic, man. Terrence Crawford and Bo Mac, they ain't really had to do nothing, man. Slim did all that his damn self. Shout out to Albright, man. He about peace and love and forgiveness, man. Shout out to Albright again. The R&B singer out of Philly, man, that got hands, man. That's all it took was 1 minute, man. I don't know where all these people with a mob outside of Norfolk waiting on Keyshawn.
No. It was a mob of
Waiting
niggas
on
act stupid. Yes, it was a mob of niggas outside waiting to act stupid. Yes. Yeah, they were in Norfolk, Virginia. It was a mob of niggas outside waiting to act stupid, right? Because the main attraction just fucking kirked out, right? And went backstage and started doing nigga shit, right? And it's a mob of niggas out there who gonna just fall in line to nigga shit. Niggas acting packs, right? If one nigga starts running, 100 niggas start running, right? If the HNIC is acting stupid, it's gonna be other niggas who gonna jump in and act stupid, right? So and because people who understand the situation, they got all that squashed without major police involvement. Bravo.
We got to this point.
Bravo.
All this for me to say this, right?
Bravo. Yo, salute to Bo Mac.
We got to this point, right?
Salute to Bo Mac and the best team in boxing. Salute to Bo Mac and the best team in boxing.
You said all that to get to this point, right? And the point is this. I want to see Bo McIntyre sit in front of Andre Ward and answer them questions. After the fight on February the 14th, with the fight coming up down there in Norfolk, man, what was the plan? What was training camp like? When did you know that Keyshawn was having difficulty making the weight? How far away from the fight did you know that? Was it a week? Was it a 2? Because when he did an Andre Ward interview, which was probably like a week or so out from the fight, he was at 156. Because Andre Ward said, you look like you're around about 156. He said, yeah. So that's a week or 2 out from the fight. He's pretty big, man. Still pretty big.
I don't think you get it, Brody. I don't think you get it.
So again, what was the professionalism of not coming close to the weight? Unless the plan was, fuck that weight. Nigga, let's pay him. Delos Santos already told you he was going to take that money if he knew it was going to be $450,000.
I just told you,
manager.
No. Now you're saying multiple different things in one sentence, right? But you're contradicting.
But you're not. Let me finish my take. So let me finish. Let me finish after I finish. Let me finish. Then you can run your shit. So
you're
contradicting
yourself.
Let me finish. If I'm contradicting myself, then let me contradict myself and you talk. So again, going to the point, the motherfucker knew Delos Santos, they plan was they was gonna go into that fight 4 pounds over. They was gonna pull the Ryan Garcia move. Floyd had already been in talked to Key earlier about a week or so out. Remember he said that. Who knows what Floyd said to the youngin, man? Floyd be giving these youngins badass advice. He needs to stop that shit. But anyway, we don't know what he said. Again, Delos Santos was planning on taking that motherfucking money if his manager would have told him the right number. We would have saw the fight. None of this would have never happened. But again, you betted on something that you knew you took a gamble on. He didn't take the money. He didn't take it. You fucked up. So I go back to your team, let you down. They like, damn, that's the plan? 4 pounds over, you think he gonna take the money? He been out 2 years. Fuck it, he gonna take the money. He said he would on Mill City. He would have took the money if he would have known the money was there. So that was the plan. He knew he wasn't gonna come out. He
Okay, so
wasn't
now
gonna
check
make
this
your
out,
weight.
right?
That's the plan. He knew he was
All right, so
not going to
now
make
check
your weight.
this out, right? So all that said and done, in that same interview, De Los Santos also said, yeah, my team could do whatever, but it's up to me to actually listen and do it, right? They could tell me anything. And that's ultimately what they came to, the conclusion in that interview that you're talking about, right? So they basically came to the same conclusion I came to. Like, you could tell this young nigga whatever the fuck you want to tell him, he still got to do it. And the best thing his team did was not abandon him, right? And not only that, they cleaned up the mess when he went off the chain. So the best thing could happen from this disaster. No career got ended. Nobody went to jail, right? And the young fighter got a wake-up call. It can all end in one night. His whole career almost ended in one weekend. And I'm gonna tell you something else. If he didn't have Bomac, it probably would have. Right? If he wasn't fighting Albright, it probably would have. Because everything you just said played because it was the synchronicity of the event. Albright was a cool motherfucker, right? Bomac was on point, sharp motherfucker on cleanup control. Terrence Crawford riding with his squad, right? They all conspired to clean that mess up, right? And that's what really fucking happened. And so, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? These guys did a great job.
Man, that's what
You
want to call
worried,
a great job,
you
man.
worried about white people
They
shit,
need to
right? You worried
reevaluate.
about white
Again,
people
Bomac
shit, right?
says he has a
You
program.
worried about
Bomac
white
says he has a
people shit,
program.
right? Because what I tell you about that angry mob of niggas standing outside the Scope Center. Yo, Keyshawn Davis got niggas behind him like the Verizon man, nigga. Like, for real, right? Niggas gonna ride with this nigga. That shit only makes them like him more. He gonna win. He gonna beat all y'all niggas, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because he could have lost it all in one night. He realized that shit now. If he's focused, he got a bunch of niggas behind him like the Verizon man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap on 140. It's gonna be Keyshawn and Abdullah Mason in the future when Tank ready to retire.
Let me
Watch.
tell you.
Remember I told you that.
I'm gonna tell you, man. This was the best thing to happen to him. I'm gonna tell you why this is the best thing to happen to him.
Nigga, ain't that what the
Just
fuck
get
I just said? That's what the fuck I just said.
what I'm seeing and hearing. Shakur is like a real one. He a real friend. We're gonna see if how much of a real friend he is. You stay in contact with him and make sure he good, man. So again, you're gonna find out who your real friends are behind this. When the money ain't there, that's when you know. And we gonna know.
Yo, they said
I
Cool
agree
was
with you.
taking shots at him. They said Cool was throwing subliminals, talking about he making weight. He ate a whole pizza, he's still making weight.
Man, it is what it is. When your friends, you gonna steal Joan.
Yep.
I'm on you. I'm still Joan on. Like, nigga, you fucked up. Yeah, I'm a Joan on you. But I'm still have your back and call you.
Yeah, so so
That's all.
so, so ultimately,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah, ultimately
That's all
I'm
I'm
right.
saying.
Ultimately, I'm right. Okay, so yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with being right.
What you mean ultimately you right? Nah. I said only good thing out that situation is, man, you get to see the snakes in the grass, man. Other than that, this was terrible. Bomac gotta do better, man. Now I can't wait to see that interview with him and Andre Ward, and get those questions asked. And we found out why he came in 4 pounds heavier
Yo,
and
salute to
why
your
he didn't
favorite
even
barber,
attempt to
man.
try to
Yo,
lose that weight.
Bud and Bomac definitely softened the blow for Key. Definitely, man. Yo,
Not really, not really. That was Albright.
yo,
That was the forgiveness of
salute to Tony.
Albright,
It
man. They ain't
says,
need to
yo,
talk to him. He
if
already
getting
had
jumped
forgiveness
and
in
let
his
it
heart.
slide
So
makes
I'm
you a
not gonna
cool
say it was because
motherfucker,
of
I don't want to be
Bud and
cool.
Bomac.
LOL.
That was
Accountability.
Albright. That was all
Accountability
Albright,
is
man.
a thing, fam. Like, yo, I agree, Tony, but Keyshawn also said he has a mental illness, right? He also said and people fuck up in life, right? And Youngin is still talented and gonna make a lot of people a lot of money, right? So Yeah, it was a major disaster. It could have been a lot worse. Ultimately, nobody's gonna give a fuck, right? This time next year, when he back in the ring, nobody's gonna give a fuck, right? If he gets back in the ring a few months from now, nobody's gonna give a fuck about that incident. Nobody's gonna
They're
care.
not gonna remember him in a couple of years, Slim. I'm
Oh,
trying to
wow.
tell you.
This guy really
I'm
don't
gonna
like
tell.
Shawn Davis. It's crazy.
And what I mean by that is, look what
Yo,
Top Rank is doing
Cliff,
right
I'm
now.
gonna
They
say, man,
moving
you hate,
forward.
bro. You just saying
No,
anything
no, no,
about
no, no.
the team at this
Listen,
point.
listen to me. Listen to me. Abdullah Mason is taking Keyshawn's spot. That's the plan right now. That's in the works, man. Keyshawn fucked up that bad, man. They
Yeah,
put
as
all
far
that
as
all that
promotion
hype they
goes.
had behind Keyshawn to be next when Shakur left. That goes to Abdullah now, and Abdullah's not going to give the motherfucking baton up.
No, but you're
He
not
taking that
listening.
baton
As
and
far
running.
as
See,
promotion goes,
Key
as,
fumbled that baton, Slim. When motherfucking Shakur gave him the shit after he left, motherfucking baton got fumbled like a motherfucker.
as far as
What you think
promotion
when
goes,
Abdullah get that baton? You think he gonna fumble that baton? Hell no,
Abdullah
Slim.
Mason still has to perform in the ring, and he's not on the level of a Keyshawn Davis yet. He will be, right? But let's not, because you could hurt this young man's career if you push him ahead too before his time, right? He's not ready to be in Keyshawn Davis's spot yet. He's not
He
ready for
already
that
has
spot.
the spot. What are you talking about? He has the spot, Slim. He's a
As
ring
far as
ambassador.
promotion
They
goes.
moving forward with
But I'm
him like
talking about,
Keyshawn
I'm
wasn't
talking
there.
about as far as
Bob is
being the
moving
ability
forward
to
like he
accept
wasn't
the
there.
level of competition that Keyshawn can accept, right? Keyshawn is at a level where he's actually better than Abdullah Mason right now at this point, right? So it's not going to, they're going to even out, right? Abdullah needs more time. So he's going to be there, right? And he may even speed up his process, right? But right now, he's still, it's like it's dangerous to take a position you're not ready for, right? So he's, as far as Top Rank is saying, this is our number one guy now, cool, right? They're smart matchmakers. They know they cannot match him up the same way they can match up a Keyshawn Davis, right? They have to be more what's the word I'm looking for? They have to practice more discretion about how they match up Abdullah Mason as opposed to them matching up Keyshawn Davis. That's just what it is. That's just speaking to their skill levels. So I hear what your
Who
point,
did they
right?
match Keyshawn? I'm confused. Now you're confusing me because who did they match Keyshawn up that Abdullah couldn't beat?
We're just really seeing who Abdullah can be. I guess you got to
But you
catch my
putting
point.
Keyshawn out there like he was like the greatest thing since sliced bread, Slim. No slight to him, but he ain't got nobody on his list Abdullah can't beat.
Abdullah was fighting 126 pounders, man, for most of his career, right?
Okay, that's cool. That's
He was
cool.
fighting
Again,
126
name somebody
pounders
on
at
Keyshawn list
135.
that Abdullah can't beat. Name
Keyshawn
somebody
Keyshawn
on
had
Keyshawn list that Abdullah can't beat.
Keyshawn beat way higher levels of competition, bro.
Again, name somebody on that
For
list
you to say
that
that
Abdullah
shit,
can't beat.
for you to say that shit. Matter of fact, he fought a Limos who came in like you say he came in 4 pounds. Limos came in like 7 pounds over, man. Like, bruh, he's fighting people who are legit champions. Like, he's fighting people who are like not even like at weight, they above the weight. It's like he's fighting levels of competition that's just way higher,
That's
man.
according to
And
you,
if
Milka
you
X.
can't see that, you're
Abdullah
just talking to
Mason
be
would beat
talking.
the bricks up,
If you can't see that, you're just
He
talking to
would
be
beat the
talking.
brakes off Marina Jack.
Abdullah's been fighting
That's facts.
featherweights, bro.
That's a fact.
No,
That's
the
a
fact is
fact.
he's been fighting
That's
featherweights.
a
That's a
fact.
fact. I know he's been
Abdullah
fighting
Mason
featherweights.
would beat the
He's been fighting
bricks
featherweights.
off
He's been fighting
Dennis
featherweights.
Marina
He's been
Jack.
fighting
Slim. That's
featherweights.
facts. That's
He's
big
been
facts.
fighting featherweights.
Huh?
126 pounders. He's been fighting 126 pounders at 135 pounds, right? And he himself is way bigger than 135 pounds. So let's not play that they wasn't doing magic tricks with this kid. We just starting to see him. Nakatalia was his first real test, man, right? He's also dropped by one of these itty bitty niggas that dropped him twice, man. Like, get the fuck out of here. He's not on the level of
He's not. That's
Keyshawn Davis.
boxing. That's the boxing game.
If you
Boxing
to sit here
game.
and act like he is on a skill level of a Keyshawn Davis, only says we shouldn't be having this
I
debate.
am.
We
I
should
am.
not be
I
having this
am
debate, bro.
saying that. I
No,
am saying that.
no, no, bro.
I am saying he on the same skill level, Slim. And he will beat keep the same opponents Keyshawn beat.
That's
Abdullah
ridiculous.
Mason would beat.
It's ridiculous.
The same
Abdullah,
opponents that Keyshawn beat, Abdullah Mason would
bro.
beat.
If you put those opponents that Abdullah Mason has been beating in front of Keyshawn Davis, it won't be pretty, bro.
Yeah,
It
I
won't
know
be.
it wouldn't.
It'll be
Abdullah would beat the dog piss out of him.
it'll be like cartoons, man. It'll be like the cartoons, bro. Like all you see is a bunch of fists and a cloud of
Abdullah
smoke,
would beat
right?
everybody on that list. Abdullah would beat everybody on that list.
You sound ridiculous, my nigga. The chat is telling you sound ridiculous. You should read the chat. They're telling you, bro, you sound ridiculous. Yeah, you got to be high. It's like, yo, that's crazy work. It's like it just keeps coming at you, man. Like you talking crazy, bro.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's y'all opinion. Y'all ain't showing. Y'all can't prove me different. All the opponents that Key had, y'all said Abdullah can't beat. Y'all lying. Y'all know y'all lying.
all the opponents Key had are
Abdullah will
way
wash
tougher than.
them.
They're
Abdullah
way
will
tougher
wash
than. They're way tougher than.
every last one of Keyshawn opponents. Every
Let
last
me ask
one
you a
of them,
question, man.
Abdullah Mason would beat, man. That's
Let me ask
fact.
you a
That's
question.
a fact.
Let me ask you a question, right? See, you can't double speak with niggas like me, man. Like I understand double talk, right? So let me be a
Okay,
little
go
bit
ahead.
more.
Go ahead. Ask your
Let me be a
questions.
little bit
I'm
more
listening. Go
specific.
ahead.
Let me be
Go
a little
ahead.
bit more specific, right? I'm gonna be a little
Go
bit more
ahead.
specific, right? Okay, so
Go ahead.
all right, so the people that Keyshawn had fought, right? The level of his opponents compared to the level of Abdullah Mason's opponents. So if we were to take Abdullah Mason's opponents and had him fight all of Keyshawn's opponents, right? How would that work out?
You talking opponents for opponents out? That's crazy talk right there. Just do what I said. That's the easiest.
Everybody Abdullah Mason
No,
fought with just
take
smoke.
Abdullah Mason and fight him every last one that Keyshawn fought, and he would beat him.
No,
Name
check this out. Check
name
this out.
somebody on Keyshawn list that
Berinacek,
Abdullah would beat.
Berinacek
Come
will run
on,
the
Slim.
table.
He would beat
Berinacek will
Berinacek.
run the table on
He
Abdullah
would beat
Mason's opponents.
Berinacek.
Matter of fact, let's go. Berinacek will run the table on on everybody Abdullah Mason fought, right? Lemos will run the table on everybody Abdullah Mason fought. Why? Because all them niggas is too small. They're too small.
Opponents. I'm talking about the
It's too
fighter.
small, nigga.
Abdullah Mason would beat everybody on
They too
Keyshawn's list,
small,
man.
nigga. Who would beat everybody on Keyshawn's list?
Abdullah Mason would beat everybody on
What about
Keyshawn's
his
list.
opponents?
I ain't talking opponents. I'm talking the
We are
fighter. Who
talking
cares
opponents
about
if
the
we're
opponents?
talking
I'm
if he's
talking
ready.
fighter
Yes, we're
for
talking
fighter. We're
yes.
talking two fighters.
No.
We talking
You're
two fighters.
confused, nigga. You're confused. I got you confused, right? Because I just checkmated you, right? Those itty bitty niggas that Abdullah Mason has been knocking out. Anybody on Keyshawn's resume would run the table on all them niggas. Anybody Keyshawn fought, you name it, he would run the table on them little niggas. Salute to Clifton Dennis, man. They offered Mason De Los Santos fight to save the show. He turned it down. His team know he's not ready. Fact check that on Mill
Why
City.
would I take the fight when I prepared for another fighter? I prepared to fight Nakatani. That's my step up. Why would I fight another opponent? That don't even make sense.
It makes
What the fuck
total
I'm gonna
sense
go
what he
fight?
said,
I
man.
ain't saving no motherfucking show that Keyshawn fucked up. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna be the
That's
star of the show with my own fight, Nakatani. I'm
I
gonna be
don't
the
even
own
think
star
you're
of my
missing the
show with my
point,
own
man.
fight.
I think you're ignoring the point. You're not even missing the point. You're ignoring
Yeah,
his
I'm
point.
ignoring the point. He try to say his team saying he ain't ready. That ain't the
Yeah,
point. The point
exactly.
is they team prepared him for another fighter.
Look at dude. So salute to
Your team
Doobie
prepared
Jones,
you for
man.
another fighter. You just gonna
Crazy
say,
talk.
yeah, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll take this fight with De Los Santos the day of the weigh-in. Man, that sounds ridiculously stupid.
No, it doesn't sound ridiculous because you
No, it
already admitted
does sound
you're ignoring his
stupid.
point. So
I
how does he
trained for
sound
this one
ridiculous?
fighter, and I'm gonna try to save the show for you and possibly get fucked up.
No,
Hell
time out,
no,
time
they
out.
don't know nothing
If,
about this
if
opponent.
if you just sit here and admit, right, that you're ignoring his point, right? How is what he's saying ridiculous? No, what
It
you're
is
saying is
ridiculous.
ridiculous. You just
Give me
admitted
time
you're
to
ignoring
prepare.
his point.
Give me time to prepare for De Los Santos, and then we talk.
No, but that wasn't the point.
No,
You're the
that
one
is the
ignoring the
point. That
point,
is
not
the
him.
point. That is
No,
the
that
point.
wasn't the point. That wasn't his
The
point.
point is, why I'm gonna save the show for when I already prepared for another fighter.
No,
That sounds ridiculously stupid.
no.
That's stupid. I
No, right there, no,
prepared
that's a
to fight
straw man argument.
Nakatani, not no
No,
De Los
what you're
Santos, man.
doing is a straw
Come
man
on,
argument,
Slim.
right?
Come on,
So,
Slim.
so if you were to take that, what you just said, and actually apply it to like what was said, it has nothing to do with what was said, right? What was said has nothing to do with what you just said, right? You made this whole scenario up that would be stupid, right? And said that's your point, but you made all that shit up. That's not what the topic was, right? You're pulling up shit to argue about. It's called a straw man argument, right?
Okay, whatever you
Yeah.
say.
So yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. So we could drop that, right? You lost that debate horribly, bro.
I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Just keep it
We'll let the
100,
people
man.
decide when I put it up. We'll let the people decide when I put it up.
Yeah, put up like anybody that Keyshawn fought, right? would run the table on all of Abdullah Mason's opponents. Renacek would run the table on all of them niggas. Because they're too small.
I guess you ain't understand my point is.
Because they're too small. Right?
Who has the position
you
now?
said he's ready. You said
no,
we don't
listen
even
to what
know
I
if he
said.
can beat the same level of competition Keyshawn beat yet because he hasn't fought that level of competition yet.
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
I think he could.
You talking
but we
about
don't
somebody
know.
who doesn't have the position no more. Keyshawn doesn't have the position no more. Abdullah Mason, that's Abdullah Mason's position now.
That's not the point, though.
That's my point. That's my point, Slim.
Your point is off topic.
My point is this. Here's my
your
point.
point's off topic.
No, listen. Here's my point. Keyshawn team let him down.
No, let's just say this is a new topic.
Now Abdullah Mason got that position. You think he gonna give it up easy? Nah, Slim.
Okay, that's a new topic. Okay, new topic. Abdullah Mason has that position, right? So as long as he's with top rank. No, it didn't, man. I'm on point. I'm on topic. No. You still talking about that? Dude, we left that, man. We left that, man. Because it's off topic.
About it. People still talking about it. Clip the day.
Okay, so let's check this out, right? You saying that, right? And that's cool. And that's right. That's right. I wouldn't have accepted the De Los Santos fight either. I wasn't disagreeing with you on that. What I'm telling you was you was off topic, but that's cool. I won the last topic. We're starting a new topic, right? So just to make sure we're on the same page, right?
You're not. What you tried to do was
try to. We're on the same page.
Hold up.
No. Just to
let's go back to what you originally talked about.
No,
my point was
the original topic was
Go ahead.
The original topic was that anybody Keyshawn fought, right, would run the table on everybody that Abdullah Mason fought, right? That's cool, right? We ain't even tripping that. Now you're right.
I didn't argue that point. That's not my point. You didn't want to argue the point that I said Abdullah Mason would beat everybody.
He should not have taken the De Los Santos fight because he trained trained for Nakatali, right? So I agree with that, right? And so now, in the eyes of Bob Arum and all these corporate white people, right? I'm the new darling, right? I'm the new guy. I have no tattoos, right? You see the type of shit I be on. I'm clean cut, corporate America. I'm the guy, right? I'm not like this nigga out over there, right? Okay, cool. You ain't like that nigga. You ain't a nigga, right? You a black man. Wonderful. We love you, man. We respect you for that. We need more like you. Facts, right? But now, back in the world of niggas who watch Tyler Perry movies, right? Right? Back in the world of niggas who think Future is the greatest rapper of all time, right? Right? Back in the world of real niggas, right? Keyshawn Davis is still that nigga. And that's just what it is. So you could think you got the spot. But really, you just got favor with them white people. All the real niggas still fucking with me, right? All the real nigga, and what happens when all the real niggas fucking with me? I am the culture, nigga. I'm the culture, nigga, right? Nigga, you an industry plant, nigga. I'm the culture.
When you're not in the spotlight, you are forgotten. Remember when I said that? When you're not in the spotlight, you forgotten, man. They thinking about
how you gonna keep Keyshawn Davis out the spotlight?
Unfortunately, they ain't thinking about no Keyshawn Davis, Slim. They are not thinking about Keyshawn, man. I'm just being honest with you, man. They don't move on.
How you gonna keep Keyshawn Davis out the spotlight?
The world moves fast, man. The world moves fast, and they forget about you, Slim.
How you gonna keep Keyshawn Davis out the spotlight? How? The nigga attracts attention everywhere he goes. How you gonna keep him out the spot? Tell me. The nigga's a superstar, right? When it comes to personality.
Who looking for him? If my daughters ain't talking about you, man, that's a gauge right there. If you're talking about casuals, man.
That nigga, he ain't Tank yet. He ain't Tank yet, but he getting there. That's all I'm telling you.
Unfortunately, man, Abdullah got his spot right now, man. He got to crawl back to that spot, man. He got to climb.
No, he cool. Abdullah is cool. He got crossover appeal, right? Right? He got all that, right? But y'all niggas are not gonna stop Keyshawn
What he
Davis
gonna
from
be on the
champion,
chitlin
bro.
circuit? What he gonna be on the chitlin circuit?
Wherever he
I'm
go, if
asking you. I'm
Keyshawn
asking you.
Davis,
They're
if
not putting money
Keyshawn
behind him
Davis
right
is
now,
on the
man.
chitlin
The
circuit,
money
it's no
is
longer
going
the
to
chitlin circuit,
Abdullah.
right? So if
I'm asking
Keyshawn
you,
Davis
who put the
is
money
on the
behind
chitlin
him, man?
circuit, it is no longer the chitlin circuit, right? So if I take a Quentin Tarantino movie, right, and put it in a hood theater, right, it's gonna make more money and attract so much attention that it's gonna need a bigger venue, right? So it's not the chitlin circuit if that nigga's on it, nigga. Yeah.
I just tell you, man, how quickly people forget about you, man, when you don't have certain things, man. I'm just being honest, man. Again, everything is they moving full steam ahead with Abdullah, man. You ain't gonna hear nothing about Key for a while, man.
How are you not gonna hear nothing from Key?
Remember I said this.
No, how though? Tell me how. What could happen? I want to know.
They not putting no money behind him, man. They not putting no money behind him to fight nobody after that debacle in Norfolk, man. A lot of money was lost behind that. Slim, he fucked up bad on that move.
Okay,
Again,
so break down.
I'm
Break
trying to
it down.
tell you, they don't moved on to
Educate us.
Abdullah,
Educate
the
us.
good kid Mason. Abdullah, the good kid Mason, now has that spotlight.
Okay, educate us. What's gonna happen? Educate us. Break it down. You got to elaborate on shit, man.
In my opinion, I feel like, man, you ain't gonna see Key in the ring for another year.
So you think he's gonna get suspended?
I don't know about suspension. It just they ain't gonna put no money behind him.
So if he sits out for a year is no time for a boxer, right? He'll be right back
Oh,
at it.
really? Ask Devin how he look in the ring. Ask Ryan Garcia how he look after a
Devin
year getting
Haney
fucked
got
up by
Devin
Rolly.
Haney got beat the fuck up, right?
Again, a year out the ring is a year out the ring, regardless if you're fighting no
Devin
suspension.
Haney got beat the fuck up.
Look at Ryan.
What do you
Look
mean
at
a year
Ryan.
out the rings? Devin Haney got beat the fuck up. His chin got checked, nigga. You acting like you don't know boxing.
Ryan didn't get beat the fuck up, but he was out the ring. Inactivity is the killer of boxers.
No. We talked about that, right? Ryan faced his wall. Rolly's his wall, bro. It's just what it is. He has a mental block with Rolly. He's had it since day one.
Oh, so I guess we are in agreement when it comes to that wall, because Lamont Roach Jr. is Javante Tank Davis' wall. You do know that, right? He's
All
not
right,
gonna
so
beat Lamont. He's not gonna knock out Lamont. He's not gonna beat Lamont. That's his wall. That's his kryptonite.
yeah,
Any
so
other fighter, I'll be like, yeah, tank that dude. But Lamont, nah, Slim.
yeah,
Lamont's that
so I
dude
mean,
against Tank. Lamont's that dude, and Tank know it.
Larry Benson, that's real. Ryan just had a left hook. Tank exposed that shit easy. It's a deadly left hook, man. It's a deadly left hook. Yeah, Mel Carr. You actually call that Mason gonna fight Noakes for Keyshawn vacant belt. The British cat. See, like I'm rocking with Abdullah Mason, right? I'm just not gonna bury Keyshawn Davis because y'all niggas think it's cool to jump on Keyshawn right now. So somebody gotta have the youngin' back. If everybody gonna turn on him, I'm gonna have his back.
I'm looking at the conversation in the chat, man. It said, your favorite barber, okay, Tank back with Coach Calvin. Kenny tells me we got the Upton Youngin back in Hollywood. Tank got left in NY. I don't know for sure, man. I got to get that confirmed. I saw the deleting tweet from Tank. Again, I want nothing more than Javante Tank Davis to be coached by Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny, because I don't want to hear no excuses from you Tank fans when Lamont whoop his ass again. I'm just being real with you, Slim. Lamont gonna whoop his ass again. This time he got to knock Tank out to get the win, though. He can't win by decision, in my opinion. Tank, he got to knock Tank ass out.
That's the answer. That's my take right there. It don't matter what he do. If he ain't knocking him out, he ain't gonna win no way. He just going to get paid, which is cool. So right now, he got to fight to secure another payday.
Oh, my bad. Larry Benson said Abdullah Mason is good, but he's still young. Got to keep putting on a performance.
That's all
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
that's what it is. That's what it is in boxing, man. You're only good as your last performance. So,
That's all
I
I've been
mean,
saying. Larry Benson. That's all I've been saying, my nigga. And like niggas are saying he's got Keyshawn's place. I'm like, really? Does he? I
He
mean,
do. He do.
he's already going to get promoted for sure. They're going to bump more money behind his promotion for sure. But at the same time, I mean, like, is he not in the position that Keyshawn is in as far as talent goes? So saying like he ain't ready for the level of competition that Keyshawn is ready for, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, say if they both had a fight against Tank Davis, just as an example, I feel, not saying either one would win, I feel Keyshawn has a better shot. It's closer to a 50-50 fight for Keyshawn than it is for Abdullah Mason.
Bro, Tank would sleep him at 35. Come on now. And I'm just being honest with you. Tank would
Come on,
sleep Keyshawn
I think
Davis.
I'm going over your head a little bit, man. I'm trying to have a real conversation with you, right? So I'm saying,
I'm just being honest. Right now,
no.
Tank Davis would
That's
KO
what I said.
Keyshawn Davis and
I'm
Abdullah Mason,
not
man. That's just being
I'm
real.
not
That's
saying
being real.
they would beat Tank, right? I said I think the odds are closer to 50-50 with Keyshawn Davis as opposed to Abdullah Mason. I didn't say either one of these niggas wouldn't go to sleep against Tank. I just said one is more of a 50-50 fight.
That's disrespectful to Tank saying motherfucking Keyshawn 50-50 with him, man. Come on,
I
son.
didn't say it was 50-50. I think I'm going over your head, my nigga. I said closer to 50-50. It's like a real simple equation, my nigga. Real simple, right? It's
Close to
closer to
50-50 saying
50-50
you're in the
for
ballpark. That
Keisha
ain't in no
than it is for
ballpark,
Abdullah Mason.
man. That is not a 50-50 fight. Hey, chat, is that close to a 50-50 fight? I would like to know the
Who
chat.
said
One,
who
if you
said
think that's a
who said it's a
50-50 fight.
50-50 fight?
Two, if you think hell no. Hell no. Hey, one, if you think that's close to a 50-50 fight, Tank
Wow.
and
Okay,
Keyshawn,
so
or do you think he
anybody
getting
anybody
slept?
with
Or you think
comprehension
he getting
skills in the
slept?
chat, right? If y'all got comprehension skills in the chat, right? Y'all understood what I just said, right? Who has a better chance of beating Tank, right? Not
Neither
anyone,
one.
not who can beat Tank,
Neither one. Neither
not who
one.
can
Neither
beat
one.
Tank, right? So basically, you agree with me, and you're playing dumb, right? You're playing dumb, right? And I get it, but you're insulting the intelligence of the chat, right? Like you think the chat isn't bright enough to catch that shit, and it's like you insulting the intelligence of the chat, bro. Like yo, like it makes you look bad because you can't answer a simple question.
Nigga, that is not no 50-50 fight.
What? That's not the question. Do you not understand the question?
I know the question. You're trying to say that it's a closer fight if he fought Keyshawn than it would be for Abdullah.
Yeah.
I disagree. I disagree. It's gonna go the same way regardless.
Is it a closer fight or not, man?
Nah, 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 nah,
Why isn't it a
nah.
closer fight?
Key hasn't shown me nothing that would make me believe it would be a closer fight.
Yo,
I would have seen
yo,
something with De Los Santos. He would have been in there with a power puncher, but he refused to go in there at the right weight and fight this power puncher. So I don't know. I really don't know.
yo, salute to Don Derek, them, man. Keyshawn versus Tank is closer than Abdullah versus Tank right now. Facts, man. Finally, man, some niggas with some sense, bro.
Man, what? Fourth round, third round? Is that close? I mean, what the fuck? What are y'all talking about, man? Y'all all sound
Yo,
ridiculous.
Melcar X. Mason gets
Y'all
slept by
all
Tank.
sound ridiculous.
He makes it a harder fight, but still gets KO'd. Facts, right? So that's all I'm saying, man. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. They would both lose. Like I'm not disagreeing on that part. I'm just saying it'll be a tighter fight, right? That's just
How?
that's,
What
that's
would Keyshawn
skill
do?
level.
What would Keyshawn do to
That's
make
just
it a
skill
harder
level.
fight? I'm curious.
And if
What
we
what
want
would
if we want to
Keyshawn
talk
do?
if we want to talk
What punch
matchup,
would he do to
if we want to
make a
talk matchup,
difference? I'm
right?
just saying
The
against Tank,
only
man. I'm
reason,
for real,
right?
man.
If Bob Arum thought that Abdullah Mason could beat Keyshawn Davis easily, he would go ahead and make the fight happen now. If he was trying to replace Keyshawn for real, because that's how you
Now that's
do it.
now
You make
okay.
money. You make money off of the fight while you prop up the nigga you gonna fuck with, right? Because right now, if Keyshawn fought Abdullah Mason, that's a big fight, right? So if Bob Arum believes
Now that's a
Bob
50-50
Arum
fight.
believes what you
Now if you
said,
said
right?
Keyshawn
So if Bob
Abdullah,
Arum believes what
that's a
you said,
50-50
he
fight.
would make that fight happen, right? But Bob Arum know better, nigga. He know better.
That's a 50-50 fight. Keyshawn Abdullah. That's 50-50.
Yo, Larry Benson say Keyshawn would crash out like he did the locker room with Nahir Albright. Yeah, so yeah, but I would like to see Abdullah Mason. Like, I want to see how they're gonna handle him, right? But I'm real interested in the future with these niggas. Like, I'm just saying, Abdullah, Keyshawn, Krumel, right? And we also got creeping up behind them, Scooter Davis, and who else we got creeping up behind them? Shoo out there, he nice, but he ain't got no power. But he cool. I watch him.
I reserve my rights till I see them really start me putting themselves to the test.
Brian Norman Jr., right? Are people gonna keep ducking him, or they
Oh,
gonna?
that's yeah. Now Norman, hell yeah, going overseas doing this thing, hell yeah. Take that victory from Jen Psaki, come back to the States, get that first showcase at home in Georgia. That's gonna be lit. I got to go to that
But for
joint,
me,
man, when he get his first homecoming down in Atlanta.
But for me, niggas like Brian Norman Jr., like he shouldn't be like in the same category with all them up and coming niggas. To me, he been putting in the work, right? So I mean, like he almost 30 fights in with a belt. He a champion, deservedly so. So I feel like he's already with this class. He just needs to got to get his recognition. Camille, he ain't ready for Keyshawn yet, bruh. You looking too far in the future. Like right now, Abdullah Mason and Cromel Moten are not ready for Keyshawn Davis right now. Keyshawn is on a level, like he's an A-level fighter, but like not yet with Tank or Shakur in that quite yet, but he's in there with them niggas. You got Tank, Shakur, Keyshawn, right? Abdullah Mason is not on that tier. He's not. Not yet.
Again,
Crumel Moten is
again,
not.
if Keyshawn tried to fight Abdullah at the 35, try to make the weight on an even playing field, that's a 50-50 fight, man.
So you telling me
That's
Abdullah
50-50.
Mason is on the same tier with Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson?
No.
Keyshawn Davis is.
Keyshawn is not on the same tier.
Yeah, man, you just don't like, you mad at him right now for some reason. But yo, you
How
talk
is he on
great.
the same tier?
How, how,
How?
how you going? How you
Explain
going
to
to
me how
discredit
he on the same tier.
him? We
I'm
still talking
confused. I'm
boxing.
confused, man.
We still
Explain to me
talking
how he
boxing.
on the same tier.
We still talking boxing, bruh. It's like I don't care if you don't like the nigga. We still talking boxing, bruh. Keyshawn's on the
I'm just
same
being
level.
factual, man.
He's
You
on the
saying
same
stuff
level
without
with
giving me
Shakur
no
and Tank, bruh.
facts, man. He on the same level as Shakur and Tank.
He's on the
Right
same
now. We
tier.
talking right
He's
now.
on the
Right
same
now.
tier,
Right
yeah.
now.
Right now, he's on the same tier with them, man.
Oh my gosh, man.
That's my crazy opinion for the day. You've had several, right? You've had way more crazy opinions than me. I'm allowed a crazy opinion, right? So that's my crazy opinion for the day. Because if he's not on the same tier with them, he's got his hand on the fucking floor pulling himself up, nigga. Right? If he's not on the same tier, his hand is on the fucking floor pulling himself up. Right? And
Well,
Abdullah
maybe we
Mason
could have seen him
and
if he would
Mel
have got in
Moten are
there with a
beneath
puncher like
that.
De Los Santos. Even Tank got in there with a drained out Frank Martin. Damn, we could at least got in there with a drained out De Los Santos, man. Key. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, Keyshawn
Larry
Davis,
Benson. Larry
I
Benson
agree.
says.
He's,
Larry
he's
Benson said.
under them,
Keyshawn.
I agree, but on the same tier. He's on the same tier. Like it's that elite level tier.
You said.
This
You
is my
said under,
crazy
right?
opinion
Under means
of the
under.
day.
They not on the same tier. Under means under.
Nah, it's
If we going by
levels on tier.
definition, this is under and this is over. Under, over. Where he
Hey
at?
man,
Is he up here or is
you've
he under here?
already
Where's
discredited
Keyshawn?
yourself, man.
Is he under or over? Is he under
You've
or over? I'm
already
just because he
discredited
ain't at the same
yourself, man.
tier. They not at the same eye level, right?
No, you've totally
So he got to
discredited
be under them.
yourself
He under.
already,
He under
man.
that class. He under them.
So yeah, so I mean, like you've already discredited yourself, man. Like with your crazy talk, you've discredited yourself, bro. It's like you have, bro. So it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Keyshawn lost it. See here, this how it go, right?
Like Larry Benson, he's coming.
Remember,
So I can go with that.
your boy,
Put yourself up to
your
that tip.
boy. What's the young in that Fort Canelo?
Who?
What was that? The Puerto Rican that Fort Canelo? Oscar. Edgar
Somebody, Edgar
Berlanga,
Berlin.
right? See, he was on that top rank, put out in the spotlight plan till he got to step up. Then no longer there. Then who it go to? Shakur, no longer there. Then it went from there to Key. Key fumble, drop the baton. Who it go to now? Abdullah Mason. It's up to him to keep that baton and don't drop it. Right now, he got the baton. Abdullah Mason has the baton for top rank.
But everybody you just said left top rank for a different reason. It was crazy you said that. Like, but Berlanga,
Edgar left because he couldn't take that step up. They
Edgar
started looking exposed.
left because he started getting beat up, right? Shakur contract ran up and they couldn't find a way to sell him properly, right? Keyshawn had the spot, but he crashed out at the Scope Center, right? So Abdullah Mason got that by default, right? And I'm saying like he's going to hold the spot, but they put him up there ahead of schedule. Abdullah Mason said that. Abdullah Mason said that Keyshawn Davis. Abdullah Mason
Again.
said, well, ain't the plan for you to move up to 40 eventually? And then I'll take over here at 35? Right? He said, so that's the plan. So the only reason,
Agreed.
the only
my
reason
exact point. Hold on,
the only reason
Time
Keyshawn
out.
is being taken down is because of the crash out. It's nothing that happened in the ring. It's not because he has diminishing skills. It's not because they can't sell him as a fighter.
You done? All right, Larry Benson said if Keyshawn would have made weight and fought Santos and knocked him out, then he definitely would have been there. But now Keyshawn is Undertaker Shakur. That's what I'm saying. We didn't get to see Keyshawn in the step up fight. He chose not to do it. He chose to take the easy way out, try to come in there and weight bully De Los Santos instead of coming in there and make the weight and fight on the even playing field.
Yeah, your favorite barber is just saying, man. It's like you tripping, man. You tripping, bro. You are tripping.
You can
But
say he better. That's cool, but we're
I don't
not
want
going
to
to get
kid
to
here
see
and
it.
like
I
keep
guess my
going
point
back
is
and
for
forth
y'all
about the
don't
obvious.
understand what I'm saying. We're not going to get to see the display of Keyshawn Davis' skills right now, man.
Yeah, and
His
you
spot has been taken. His spot
haven't
has
said
been
how.
taken by Abdullah Mason. I guess y'all don't understand that right
No,
now.
no, no, no. But you still haven't said how, right? So you say Top Rank won't promote him for a year, right? So what's going to happen after the year?
You wait and see. He might wind up with somebody else, Slim.
So,
Watch.
no.
I'm trying to tell you.
Now tell me. So how has that stopped him? You ain't told me how he gonna get stopped yet.
When you're not in the spotlight, people move on, man. That's just how it is.
So when Keyshawn
Time
Davis
waits for no
pulls up
man.
for his
Time
next
waits for
fight,
no man. Time waits for no
are
man.
you done? You done? When
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis pulls up his next fight, you telling me nobody's gonna watch?
We'll see.
Checkmate. Checkmate, nigga. Cut that
We gonna
foolishness
see.
out talking, man. You talking
He
crazy.
headlining the next fight. He headlining the next fight.
Talking
Next fight
crazy, nigga.
headliner.
How the fuck you gonna hold back
I'm asking
Keyshawn
you. I'm
Davis?
asking you. I'm asking you.
Tripping, nigga. Nigga tripping,
Keyshawn
bro.
next fight? Is he
If
headlining?
anything, more
Headlining
people
next
gonna
fight?
tune in, nigga.
I'm
Fuck is you
asking you.
talking about?
Answer the question. You understand, my nigga? Is
Pure
Keyshawn
hateration,
gonna
nigga.
headline the next fight?
Pure hateration, nigga.
You plead the fifth. You plead the fifth. Let's say you plead the fifth, man. You don't know. You don't know.
You talking
I'm gonna tell
crazy,
you.
nigga.
No, he's not headlining the next fight.
Talking crazy, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Keyshawn Davis pulls up to fight, everybody watching who knows about him, and now more people know about him. You talking crazy.
You know he has never done pay-per-view, right?
You
This has
can
all
mail
been
card
free on
X.
ESPN.
Everybody's watching, bro. Everybody. Yeah, he's building his way up the same way Tank did. Tank missed weight on his way to the top. You feel what I'm saying?
I guess
He's
at the end of
building
the
his
day, I
way
guess
up,
y'all
man.
not understanding what I'm saying. His team let him down in a crucial ass moment where he
We
was about to blow the fuck
already
up, man.
debunked we
That's my
already
point.
debunked your opinion on that shit,
That's
nigga.
my point.
You've already been debunked,
That's my
nigga.
point.
Nigga, you've been debunked and discredited, nigga. Fuck you keep bringing up shit you already
Okay.
lost on for, man. You already lost that part, man. Your favorite barber saying Gary Russell Jr. would give Keyshawn a better fight than Abdullah Mason. Facts.
Hey, Mel Carr, you gonna you're gonna watch it because it's gonna be
Facts.
free. But he hasn't had a pay-per-view yet, man. This again, y'all
Gary
going off
Russell
emotions.
Jr.
Y'all going off
nigga.
emotions.
Gary
Y'all too
Russell
emotional.
Jr. nigga. Twan. You can't even put Twan. You can't even put Abdullah Mason in there with Twan, man. That's a dangerous fight for Abdullah Mason, bruh.
Abdullah Mason fights at 35, man. There you go. Put a
Exactly.
35 against a 40.
But he could go to 40. That young could go to 40.
He don't fight at 40. He fight at
That's
35.
right,
I'm
right?
only talking about a weight class
Keyshawn
again. Why
Davis
you put
don't
him in the
fight
weight
at
class he
40,
not
nigga, but
fighting
he
at? He don't
going
fight
to
at 40.
40.
He fight at 35.
Keyshawn Davis don't fight at 40, nigga, but he going to 40, right? So right now, Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah Mason have had just as many fights at 40, right? So it's a fair comparison, right?
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
Abdullah Mason.
Yeah, it is.
Abdullah
If
Mason.
you throw Keyshawn
35.
Davis in the ring with Twan at 40, Twan got to bring his A game because it's a fight. But if you throw him in there with Abdullah Mason most likely is going to sleep, nigga. Abdullah Mason will go to sleep if he fight Twan at 40. And you ain't going to be able to say that about Keyshawn.
Say what? If Keyshawn fight Twan, he getting fucked up.
All right. Mason against Andy Cruz. I like that one, Melcar. Or Mason against Pitbull Cruz.
And I got Abdullah in both. What?
No, it was just a question. He's asking.
I know. That's my answer to Malcolm X. I got Abdullah Mason in both. What?
I got him beating Pitbull, but I think Andy Cruz is a tough fight for him.
We're going to see how Andy fight tonight, man. We're going to see.
I'm just saying, I think Andy Cruz is a tough fight for him. Slick boxing.
Again, that's your opinion on it, man. Shit. Again,
No, I'm just saying.
Abdullah.
And so if the nigga with the shag dropped Abdullah twice, right? How do you think Pitbull Cruz would do against him? You think Pitbull could drop him at least? Even though I got him beating Pitbull, you think Pitbull could drop him?
Man, that's a serious question, man.
I mean,
Boxing, man. It's
got
boxing.
Pitbull
It's a hit game. You gonna get touched. You might even take a slip. But did you win?
Hey yo, Melcar
part
X
of life,
got
man. They're part of life,
X,
man.
yo. You read Melcar
Sometimes you
X?
get knocked down. It's all on what you do when you get back up. Did he win?
Did you read
That's my
Melcar
whole
X?
point.
He got Pitbull KOing Alan Mason, bruh.
That's ridiculous. That sounds ridiculous.
I got Mason in that.
Abdullah Mason would box the shit out of Pitbull Cruz. Slim. He would just sit behind the stick all night, beating the shit out of Pitbull, keeping his head down, moving forward, man. All Abdullah would do was stick him all night. That's an easy fight for Abdullah, man. Real talk. If you want me to be real simple about it.
I got Abdullah in that, but it's a tough fight.
Beat the dog shit out of him. Come on, Slim. You know he would beat the dog shit out of him. The dog shit out of him.
Yo, salute to Cam J, man.
All he do is come forward, Larry Benson. You know that. That's easy work for Abdullah. All you got is a target coming straight at you on the line in front of you, not moving. Easy work for Abdullah. Easy work.
Pitbull got ridiculous head movement, man. So
man, he moved forward. He stay on the line. That nigga do not move off that line, man.
Pitbull know how to come. He keeps his head.
No, he don't, man. He gets stuck like a motherfucker against a boxer. A boxer will out jab the shit out of him. That's one thing. You can easy work out Pitbull, man.
No, I got Abdullah Mason, right? But I'm just saying, right? Pitbull would be a test for him, man. Pitbull's
ain't no test, Pitbull. Pitbull is not a test, man. That's easy work. Abdullah's gonna outbox him to stay behind the jab all night. All you're gonna see is motherfucking Pitbull eye all cut up from motherfucking jabs, man. Just like the dude that he had just fought.
So what? I mean, like, I got Abdullah in that. That's my point. I got Abdullah in there. I'm just saying I'd like to see how that matchup happens. That's style. I like to see how he handles Pitbull's style.
I like Abdullah against Noakes. That's a good fight.
Yeah, I got Abdullah in
there. He ain't gonna be able to withstand Abdullah's power though. He going down.
Yo, Justin Just. He's saying Pitbull beats Mason, Shakur, Andy. It's easy work. Wow, y'all. This nigga really believe in Pitbull. That's his guy. Pitbull is his guy. I don't believe that much in Pitbull. He definitely not beating Shakur. I got Mason taking him. I think the Andy Cruz fight is a good fight. I think that's a test for Andy Cruz. I'd like to see that fight actually. Pitbull will be a good judge, like a good gatekeeper for that. I'd like to see that honestly. But he loses them other fights, fam.
Justin
Yo,
Rock said Pitbull
Melcar
10
X,
is the truth.
Melcar X, yo, he on point. This is my nigga, man. Like that's the same. That's exactly what I was saying about Abdullah Mason, right? He was saying like, who is Abdullah boxed, like out jab and showed like fighting backward ability. That's a fact. He's not comfortable on that back foot. He's not real comfortable on that back foot yet.
He really hasn't had to be on the back foot. He did a little bit the last fight. If you go back and look at that last fight when Nakatani was moving forward.
I saw
So
improvement.
I'm going by y'all go by last performance. I'm gonna go by the last performance.
Yeah,
he looked good on that back foot.
I saw improvement. It was dope. Like he showed up and showed out.
You only can go by his level of competition. He's gonna keep improving. I believe in the youngin. Again, he got Keyshawn's spot right now. Keyshawn lost his spot. That's just a fact.
But that's by default, right? That's kind of like
it don't matter. He lost your lose your spot. You lose your spot.
That's like being an email champion, right? And so I'm gonna tell you, right? I'm gonna go back to this, right? I'm gonna go back to this because
nothing. He went out there and whooped ass.
He didn't take the spot. He lost.
And he gonna fight. And he gonna fight for the belt. Ain't nobody email him nothing. Ain't nobody emailing him nothing.
No. He lost. No, he didn't get the spot because he took it. Keyshawn crashed out outside of the ring. That's how he got the spot.
Again, I don't care how you get the spot. Once you get the spot, you hold the spot, nigga. I don't give a fuck how I get it, nigga. If I got it, it's mine. Come get it. Taking in blood if you got to.
Cool.
Taking in blood if you got to.
That's all well and good, but the point is, like, Keyshawn Davis ain't going nowhere, right? There was no spot taken, just favor amongst white people at Top Rank, right? So that's all you got.
And as time moves on, you just gonna hear about the other fighters, man. That's just how it works, man. Time don't stop for no fighter, man. Time don't stop. New fighters come in the game. Old fighters go out the door, man.
Keyshawn gonna jump in there like a young Devin Haney / young Tank and just like take over independent and knock niggas out, right? That's all he gonna do, right? Y'all haters can't hold him back. Y'all haters can't hold him back, bro. No matter how much y'all want,
I'm just being realistic. No
matter how much y'all want that youngin' to fail, right? God touched this dude. He not gonna fail, in spite of what y'all want. In spite of what y'all want, that young man will not fail, bro. Mark my words. Man. Mark my words. Mark my words. In spite of how much y'all want to pile on this young black man and pray on his downfall, right? Right? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Because he's still gotta beat people up to make money. And he's very good at that. He's very good at beating people up. And that's how he makes money, right? And certain people got a star quality, right? To where they just attract attention wherever they go. This nigga attracts attention. You can't hold back Keyshawn Davis. It's gonna take a nigga in the ring to beat him up to hold him back. And that hasn't happened yet. Until if y'all want to stop Keyshawn Davis from shining, find somebody to get in there and beat him up. That's the only way y'all hate.
He was going like this after that Norfolk shit happened. His stock dropped like a motherfucking slam. He was going like this. Imagine like the stock market crash. That's exactly what happened to Keyshawn right now. He got a long road. He got a long road to get his way back up.
He got his next fight. He's got till his next fight. That's all he got.
Who is next fight?
To his next fight.
Who is next fight? If it ain't a name, Slim, ain't nobody gonna care. If it ain't a name, ain't nobody gonna care.
All right. So that right there has already been disproven, bro. Like you can't say that. Like you gotta know what you're talking about when you
You
say
gotta
this shit
remember the
sometimes.
situation is different. He don't
Nah,
have that
you
spot
gotta know
right
what
now.
you're
He's
talking
not
about
the
when you
main
say this
spot.
shit
So
sometimes.
I understand, man, that
You
you can
gotta
have
know what you're
a
talking about when you
sentimental
say this shit
soft spot
sometimes.
in your heart for Keyshawn. I get that. I understand the
No. You gotta know what you're
soft,
talking about when you say
soft
this
spot
shit,
heart
right?
for him.
So the
But man,
reason
and
Bob
back
Arum
to
likes
reality.
Keyshawn
Let's
Davis,
get back
right?
to
The reason
reality here.
Bob
The
Arum likes
reality of the
Keyshawn
matter
Davis
is
is because
he lost his
Keyshawn
spot,
Davis was
Slim. He
selling
lost his
himself,
spot.
right? The thing is,
He ain't
he
got
didn't
no
have
belt.
to dump tons of
It's gonna be
money
hard
on
to get a
Keyshawn
name for
Davis,
you.
right? Keyshawn Davis, just put him in front of a camera and he's going to shine, right? Just put the camera on the nigga and he sells himself, right? You can't hold a nigga back like that, no matter how much you want him to fail, right? Because all he got to do is show up in front of the camera and people are going to watch, right? And why, right? Because he has personality. And two, he's going to beat whoever they put in the ring up. And the thing Tank Davis has proved, we don't care who the fuck is in the ring with him, right? We just want to
Okay,
see
what was
him
the
beat
numbers?
somebody up.
Being free, I got to ask you, Mr. Casual over there, what was his numbers against Protection in the viewership on a free card? Because it wasn't a pay per view. What was the viewership?
I think they did well enough to where they put more money in than they did on the last fight. I think that's what it was. They only do that when it made money.
It's free on TV. What was the viewership?
What are you talking about? I just told you.
You said Keyshawn is a star, right? Did he beat the Cambosis,
Okay, so
Devin
so
Haney
so so
numbers
check
that was
this
on
out. Check this
ESPN?
out.
I'm just
No, I
asking. You
can answer the
said he the
question.
next
You want me to answer the
motherfucking
question
star,
or no?
Slim. I'm in
You want me
reality
to
here.
answer the question?
I'm in the
No,
reality
you want me to
business.
answer the question? Okay, let me answer
Yeah.
the question for you, right? So this is how the numbers did, right? They had one fight at the Scope Center, and they was like, God damn, we got to do this again, right? We're gonna put more money into it, right? The mayor pulled up, right? ESPN put way more coverage on it than they did the last time. So apparently, it made enough money that justified them tripling down on Keyshawn Davis in the Scope Center. It made so much money. The mayor said, God damn, right? Who the fuck is Keyshawn Davis? Let me go see this young man, right? So apparently it did something, right? So now y'all niggas was mad that all that was happening for him, right? And y'all love the fact that he crashed out. And y'all hope that never happens again. But what y'all are missing the point is it happened like that because Youngin is a star and y'all can't stop him, right? This is going to only turn around and make him more infamous, which adds to fame. There is no bad publicity.
I'm in so much of disagreement on this, man. This is all bad. All bad. Can't you already said can't get a fight back at home? What do we sell outside of Virginia? I'm asking. Because he ain't been on pay-per-view, man. We talking real right now. Let's be real here. He
We
ain't been
just
on no
talking. I just said
pay-per-view.
a bunch of real shit. I just said a bunch of real shit.
Only sellouts at home. Last fight at home, people wanted 2,000 fans wanted their tickets back, so they pissed at you. Tell me where Keyshawn Davis next fight gonna be
Time out. Why did they
and
want
who we
the ticket
fighting.
back? Well,
Tell
no,
me where
no. Why
Keyshawn
did they
Davis
want a
next fight
refund?
gonna be and who we
Why did they want
fighting.
a refund? Why did they want a refund?
Because he fucked up. He wasn't
No,
the
no,
main event.
and no, because he wasn't gonna show up.
Yeah, they want to see the hometown star at home. Do you sell
Okay.
outside of Norfolk? That's that's the
Yo,
that's the real thing. That's the
yo,
real thing. That's what we need to know. Because right now you
bruh,
can't go back to the
I
scope.
got another
Can't
flawless
go back to the
victory.
scope. Can't
I'm
go back to
sorry,
the
bro,
scope.
but I got another flawless victory over here, bro. Flawless victory, man. Because right now, all you're doing is reciting hate quotes. Like you backed up nothing you said, right? You backed up nothing you said. I debunked and disproved every hateful point that came out of your mouth, bro. Right?
Where's
Facts.
Keyshawn next fight?
What kind of question is that?
You say he's a star, right?
No. So you telling me
Where where Ke-
dude
These
just
are
came
all
out was supposed to
questions
have a
that
fight
are
last
serious
week.
questions, man.
He
That
was supposed to have a fight
Keyshawn
last
team
week.
need to answer, right?
And the only
These are
thing you can
questions
say is
Keyshawn
when
team
is
need
his
to
next
answer
fight.
on why they should have helped
The
this young
only
man
thing you
before
can
he
say is when
fucked
is
up
his
like
next
that,
fight.
right? They should
Like,
have
look,
helped that young man before he
we should
crashed out
change the
because
subject, bro.
now we
Let,
talking to
let's talk.
reality
Let's
of the
talk more about
aftermath.
Abdullah Mason.
Damn, who your next fight, Key? Damn, you ain't got no belt. Bob mad as shit at your ass. Damn, who card you gonna be on next? I don't know, man. I owe Bob this much money. They want this much money from me. The Scope Center want this. They want refunds. Everybody want money back. Man, it's a hard road for Keyshawn right now, Slim. I'm
You
just being
sound
honest with you.
you sound a lot like the Haitian guy, Richardson Hitchens, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Got that kind of like it's kind of ratty, snakish type of shit vibe I'm getting over there. Little Haiti, radish, snakish type vibe, you know? It's just like I'm not feeling that. Like I feel like, and I can understand Richardson Hitchens, right? Because Keyshawn basically emasculated him, right? Chumped him, proved he was a coward, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how you know he not from Brooklyn, right? Because ain't no Brooklyn nigga gonna let a Virginia nigga run up in his face and talk shit. He ain't gonna say nothing. Show me the Brooklyn nigga that gonna let a nigga do that to him. I know Brooklyn. I know Brook. Yo, Zab Judah. Yo, would a Brooklyn nigga let that shit happen? You know what I'm saying? So, right? Keyshawn a menace like that, right? So I can understand why niggas hate him, right? And I can see you. Matter of fact, you nigga, you interviewed him, right? You sent him a DM, right? What did he tell you? Man, he said, man, you whack, nigga. Keyshawn Davis told you personally, you whack, nigga. So I understand the hate. I understand the hate. Right?
Man, the little ninja man.
Keyshawn is such a real nigga.
Nah. Since you want to
Keyshawn is
bring that
such a
shit
real
up,
nigga.
the little
You know what I'm
ninja
saying? You
mad
know
at
what,
you
nigga?
because
Fuck
of the
you,
goddamn
whack,
video.
nigga.
He mad at
He told you that. No, he told
you,
you
for
that.
real.
He told you that. He said you whack, nigga. And that's why you hate him.
Nigga, do I look
Oh,
whack?
it makes
Do
sense.
this
Oh
grandfather
my
over here
God,
look
yo.
whack to you, nigga?
Yo, your favorite barber, Melcar X. Yo, real talk, I got it now. I got it now. Keyshawn told him he was whack. That's where the hate coming from. I had to get to the bottom of it, right? Because I'm like, yo, we still talking boxing. Like, we can't deny this nigga is an assassin, right? Like, what the fuck? I thought we were still talking boxing. But I get it now. That's what comes. So now I understand why two niggas is hating on him. I get it. It make perfect sense.
Let's see where we are a year from now.
I know, right? You and Africa need to team up. You and Africa need to team up and form a I Hate Keyshawn Davis club on Instagram, right? You and Africa need to team up, right? And get a I Hate Keyshawn Davis Facebook page, nigga, right? You and Africa need to team up, right? And get a fucking petition, right? To keep this nigga out of boxing because we hate him, right? Like, that's what you and Africa need to do that shit, man. Y'all two niggas. And I understand Africa, right? Because he chucked Africa.
Why are we talking about?
He proved Africa
I
not
can't
from
believe we
Brooklyn.
talking to this much about somebody who ain't got no belt right now, man.
Keyshawn
God damn.
Davis proved Africa not from Brooklyn. You not from Brooklyn, nigga. And that's probably why you trying to claim Brooklyn, because the Haitian nigga said, damn, you let him do that to you? Yo. The Haitian nigga saw that shit like, yo, they heard that shit. It was like, yo, woo, no.
Why you?
No, shout out to Africa. I'm proud of Africa, man. That nigga got the belt. That nigga fighting Cambosis tonight. I got him winning. A lot of niggas in the chat had him losing. Yeah. Cambosis easy work, man. Cambosis easy work for him. Should be. Yeah. He ain't gonna knock him out, though. Hey, yo, I want to see you interview Africa, and I want y'all to bring up the topic of Keyshawn Davis. I would like to see what two niggas who hate Keyshawn Davis have to say in an interview with him as the subject.
Man, I interviewed Africa before back in the day. When him and Tank was cool, then that's when him and Tank was cool, when he was part of Tank's camp.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where they at today.
Yo,
I don't think they cool.
was that when they let me see that joint.
That was back at the Upton days where they had the training camp at Upton. They need to take it back to them days, Upton days.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
You know, before the money.
Where that, man? I got to.
fight doing training camps in Upton.
Hey, my phone tripping. Man, I thought I had that picture. There you go. There you go. So it's back here in this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that's Tank, 50 Cent, AB, and Africa, right?
Yeah, cause AB and Africa were both behind the scenes when I was behind the scenes at Tank Fight. Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so like I say, man, I understand why Africa, because like, you know what I'm saying? Africa wasn't supposed to let that nigga chump him like that, right? And you had an interview with him, and he's like, man, you whack, man. Fuck an interview with you, nigga. You whack, right? He told you that. And now, you know what I'm saying? He'll never be back in boxing. He's trash, right? Abdullah Mason's better than him.
Yeah,
He
I
was
told you every time I see.
good.
I told
Yo,
you.
yo, yo,
I
yo, yo,
told you,
yo,
Slim.
yo,
Every time I see him, it ain't no business, man. What's
yo,
up,
yo,
Keith?
yo,
What's up,
yo.
Keyshawn?
So I get it. It make perfect sense now. I've been arguing with a brick wall. There's no swaying the opinion. You don't care if you lose a debate. Fuck that nigga, right? Fuck him. He be talking shit. Fuck him and everything he stand for. He ain't no businessman, right? He ain't no motherfucking businessman. What type of businessman do business like that? Nigga, you in the wrong business,
Facts,
right?
facts,
Yeah, nah,
facts.
I hear your point, man. Fuck that nigga. Fuck you calling whack, nigga. Who the fuck you calling whack, nigga? Like, fuck you.
That's
That's why
right.
you out of boxing, nigga. You gonna be gone for a year, nigga. Fuck you, right? That's how you feel, right? That's how you feel, right? I get
Why you saying I feel
perfect sense.
it? Nigga, I ain't say none of that.
It
I
make
did not
perfect.
say
No,
none
no.
of that.
I'm just reading between the lines. Cause I'm like, yo, where's all this hate from Keyshawn coming from, man? I ain't never known you to be happy that a black man could have almost went to jail. I was like, yo, when did this happen? Like, hold on, this nigga
Man,
really
you know
don't like
damn
Keyshawn
well he
Davis.
ain't almost
I
go
was
to
like,
jail,
hold
man.
the fuck up.
Man, the R&B singer, oh break. Man, he gonna do a gospel album, man. He forgave him like the Lord, man. He said, man, forgiveness,
I'm
man,
just
peace
saying,
and love.
I was just seeing different shit, right? Like I had never known you, like you know what I'm saying, fuck this nigga, right? Like with Keyshawn Davis, like and you
Man,
like,
you act like
on
he was
Bo,
gonna
man.
go to
You
jail,
like
man.
saying
You act like he was
you
gonna
said his
go
whole
to.
team is whack when you know better. It's like, wow, what really going on over here, man? What's really going on, nigga? It makes perfect sense, man. You whack, that's why. You whack, nigga. Ain't that what Keyshawn told you, nigga? You whack, nigga.
Why
Yo,
you keep bringing that up?
cause it makes sense. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. The niggas in the chat is laughing. This is hilarious, bro.
Well,
All right,
hey, I ain't blocked.
hey, yo, I understand your point. I totally get it. You'll get no more further debates out of me because I understand where you from. Like that's all you had to say in the beginning, right? I get it now. That nigga was mad as shit when I cut that video, huh? Yo, for y'all that don't know, Keyshawn Davis is mad at this nigga for a video I cut with an interview they did. Yeah, if y'all don't know, it's the joint when he talks about he rolled up to Shakur Stevenson. Like, yo, is we gonna fight or what? And Shakur said no. Right? And so because of that video, Keyshawn don't like this nigga. And as a result, this nigga don't like Keyshawn. So I understand it now. I get it.
Oh shit. Hey man, I gotta handle some shit, Slim. My
All
bad,
right,
my bad. I know
cool,
you might have
cool.
to keep this one going. I forgot because I was looking at the time. I gotta be at this appointment by 7.
All right, my nigga. That's what's up. It's been real though, man. Yo, we got a lot
No,
unpacked right
this been. We might have to come back later, man, because it's been real good conversation, man. But I ain't want to like just stop real quick because I forgot, man. I got a quick ass appointment I gotta get to at 7.
Oh, no doubt. No, I'm glad we unpacked it right before we go because I was really concerned. I'm like, oh, wow, where's all this Keyshawn Davis hate coming from with this nigga? Like, I forgot all about that shit. It's like, yo, wow, this nigga said his whole team is whack. Maybe this nigga don't know who his team is. Maybe he forgot. Nigga, Bo Mack, motherfucking Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Andre Ward. Like, his whole team's whack. Like,
They
hold
let
on,
him down. They let him
where,
down. They
where
let him down.
coming from? Like, yo, are we talking boxing? Like, come
They
on, man.
let him down.
All right. But yo, salute to
That's my
everybody.
story. I'm sticking to it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Salute to everybody in the chat. It's been real. Yeah, that was our plan. I was gonna hit you up. I was planning on that. All right. I got Africa in that by decision. Peace.
My decision.